Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing.
Man. Whoa. You guys hear me out there? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Usually this would be the Game and Hour podcast, but I'm going to put that show on hold. But today's a special day. I got the one and only Doc Dark 1985 with me. There really is levels to this, Doc. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, Jersey?
What is up? Good to be back out here.
I tell you that no matter what I see the game, right? So or the name, show, game, whatever, it always resonates in my head as Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing.
But this is good, man. I'm glad we were able to make this happen. This came out of nowhere, but it came because of a common concern. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
So I'm glad that I'm here, brother. So thank you. I appreciate you inviting me to your show, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. And it was, guys, spur of the moment. I was at work and I was thinking all week this was on my mind because I, for one, want 60 frames to be the standard on both consoles, PS5, Xbox, it doesn't matter. Doc Dark feels the same way. And, you know, through the past games, you know what I mean, we're a little iffy about it. First it was, what was it, Gotham Knights, and then it moved on to Redfall, and now Starfield. So now it's like okay, it's supposed to be the quote-unquote most powerful console. And I really do believe it really is the most powerful console, man. And, you know, and I get, you know, developers have a vision, right? They said, you know what, we want this to be the best experience ever. And unfortunately on console, it's going to be 30 frames. But you know what? It is 2023. And the Xbox Series X has 12 teraflops, 16 gig RAM. And if you look, and if you guys look on YouTube, if you guys don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you do nowadays, you know, 8 to 10 years ago, a lot of people didn't know about this, but if you just look up the specs and the power and somebody building the same or around the architecture of a build of the PC towards the Xbox and it has the same kind of material and all that stuff, it does play 60 frames. Now, again, I understand that people say, well, you know, consoles, they all go entwined with all the components.
Well, hold on. So this is the thing, just to set people off right. So this all started because you were in a podcast with Cowboy. Shout out to Cowboy. Now your mama knows.
Yeah.
And the panel that was on there with him was literally coming up with every single excuse under the sun. And I remember I was listening to that podcast and I was like, bro, the only person that's making sense right now is Jersey. Like Jersey's the only person that's making sense. And I don't peg you as a pro Xbox guy or anything like that. I peg you more PC, PlayStation centric or whatever.
Definitely.
But you weren't coming from a
Fanboy.
place of hey, exactly.
No.
So that's what got me to like, wait, like guys, Jersey's the one that's making the most sense. What is going on? I can't remember the other dude that was on that podcast. That was on there.
Who was
what
it?
up?
Was it?
What up, F-Cat? I see F-Cat
Hey,
in here.
F-Cat. What was that? What's that name?
I can't remember the dude's name. I can't remember.
Crow.
F-Cat, you were on there. Wasn't F-Cat on there?
Yeah,
Who was the other dude with
FCat
you
was
guys?
on there.
FCat.
It
That
was
was like
okay.
that
No,
was
no, no.
like
I
just
got,
the
I got it. I got it. I got it. You ready? It was Q Beanie. Shout out to him. FCat,
Q
me,
Beanie.
Cowboy, and Sour Blow. I believe his name is. Cool
That's
guy.
right.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Sour Blow is in there. Yeah, Sour Blow cool people too.
But he was showing his little flags out there. I ain't gonna lie. He's a cool
No,
guy.
no. Yeah. Listen, Sour Blow was definitely defending Xbox a little bit, too much. But here's the thing. This is why when you said like, yo, do you want to have a conversation about this live? I'm like, yeah. Let's do it because I'm not afraid of being called a pony bot. That's the term, by the way, of somebody that's
pony bot. Yo.
a pony bot. Yeah. That's the term of somebody that's pro Xbox. But as soon as you criticize Xbox at all about anything, oh, he's a fake bot. He's actually a pony. Even though if you go on my channel and you see how many videos I have talking trash about Sony, it don't matter. As soon as you say something negative about Xbox, even if it's true, then automatically you're labeled a pony bot. But yeah. So when you were like, "Hey man, you want to come on the podcast talk about it?" Let's talk about it.
Oh, the crow says this is whack. This whack, my dudes. Get smooth in here.
And smooth, bro. Smooth is done with this with all the BS as well, man.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I know
Smooth.
you like you mentioned it, and I heard it on Twitter. I read some tweets there. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. What's going on with him though?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, there's only so much. There's only so much anybody can take, and then that's it. You're done. Everyone reaches their limits, right? So, for instance, shout out to TK, right? TK gone, right? TK now is full Nintendo. When he makes videos, he talks trash about Xbox. TK low key hates us Game Pass gamers. He low key hates us because I mean he doesn't say it, but I would probably say he probably feels like we're the ones that actually killed Xbox. But he reached his limit point a while ago, was gone, right? Now Kid Smooth is starting to see the same thing because he's a pro console player, and there's only so much you could do before you start realizing like, yeah, it's not that they want to use consoles and expand. It's like it literally looks like they don't care about specifically the Series X owner. You know what I mean? So Smooth called out the marketing, which is fair. I don't even know what an Xbox Series X commercial looks like. He also called out the marketing for Starfield as well, which is, to be honest with you, Jersey, it's kind of hard for us to gauge because me and you know about it, right? We know about Starfield or whatever.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if I I don't like the test of asking any random person like, no, like, what if we stand outside of GameStop and ask people if they know what Starfield is? Let's see if they know. I think that's because at least you're talking to somewhat people that are in a place to buy games or whatever, and see. And then if you can ask them the same question about Spider-Man, do they know that Spider-Man 2 is coming? And if I was a betting man, I don't know, I would bet that probably more people know about Spider-Man 2 coming than they do about Starfield. But again, I could be wrong. But that's the stuff that he was mad about. And when he called it out, man, he got destroyed for it. He got destroyed for the marketing of the Xbox Series X. He got destroyed for the marketing of Starfield. And he's been on a rampage. If you watch the last few videos, I think he's got another video right now talking about Baldur's Gate 3 as well. So yeah, he's been on a rampage. And I'll be honest with you, Jers, I've been right there with him, asking the hard questions. And that's what you were doing on that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You were asking the hard questions, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, how come?
That's the main phrase. The how come we don't have 60 frames? You know what I mean? That's my main thing right there.
All right, Joe. So let's tackle this one issue at a time. Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying it's almost like when you talk about LeBron James, you got to talk about how great he is as a husband and a philanthropist and all that other stuff. Then you could start criticizing him. That's how I want to do this. Let's do this with the Series X, okay, or with the Xbox consoles. Period. All right. First of all, they are amazing at backwards compatibility.
Yep.
Okay. Amazing, phenomenal.
Better than PlayStation.
Yeah, there's a whole generation that you can't even play. Yeah, way better than PlayStation. I agree. Let's see what else. Their subscription service is arguably better, but depending on what preference you have. But let's say that they have a good subscription service.
Oh, here's why it's better. Real quick side note: you could play their Game Pass on PC, and I think that's great. Sony doesn't offer that because they're a-holes.
Okay, yeah. If you have Game Pass Ultimate,
and if you got a PC, there it is.
And if you got a PC, you got Game Pass Ultimate, yes, or an Asus ROG Ally. You can also use Game Pass Ultimate. Okay, so yeah, so more versatile. Okay, Comes with cloud gaming. Okay, Xbox Ultimate does, right? But if we stick to the console, if we just stick to the console, the benefits are, backwards compatibility, and what else? What else would you say? Oh, the VRR is actually better as well. I know that for a fact because Sony's VRR only works on specific
Titles, right?
non-specific titles on specific displays.
Oh, yeah,
Whereas,
that's right. Yeah, of
yeah,
course. Yeah.
yeah, which at the Xbox VRR works on as long as it's got FreeSync and the other one. FreeSync, I forgot what the other one's called too. It's got both. But again, to some people that might not matter, but that's just something that it has, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have a few things that we can say about the Series X and the Series S that make it a good console, right? It's not bad console, it's a good console. But now let's talk honestly about the things that it doesn't have, or that it's missing, or that it lacked in the promise, right? First one, Jersey, power narrative.
That's number one.
Is the Xbox Series X stronger than the PS5?
On paper, it is. That's as simple as I can put it. On paper, it is. But let's be real. And I'm not trying to be a fanboy here, man. Let's be real. Like you said it too, and I'm sure a lot of people do realize this without bringing fanboy and console war into this, is that PlayStation, yes, they remade The Last of Us, and they're remastering The Last of Us 2 for some reason. I guess I heard about it. I don't know if that's true, but enough with that. But they do offer 60 FPS modes for their games, and I think
shout out to Beast of Truth in the chat.
Hey,
man, that
Beast.
Man he be putting in work. I see you, Beast. I see you, bro.
Every time I see him in this space,
Beast
bro.
be putting in work. I see you, bro.
Every time he's in this space, I try to come in and talk, but I can't because I'm at work and I got to keep it moving. Right now, I'm training a new guy, so I got to keep my eye on him. But I try to keep up, Beast. I'm definitely gonna be in there, man. One of these days soon. You're gonna have a real conversation. But going back to that.
Do you know what I feel like? So you described it perfectly, right? It's stronger on paper.
Yeah.
I feel like the Xbox Series X is treated like almost you ever driven a car that has a eco mode automatically on when you turn it on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So it chokes the engine out a little bit so you get better gas mileage.
Yeah.
But as soon as you hit the eco off button, like automatically you get more power and you can use the actual power of the engine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It shuts off at the red light.
Yeah.
I got
that's how I feel. That's how I feel like the Series X is like it has a eco mode on, and they haven't taken that thing off yet, and they haven't used the full power yet. So that's one issue. Okay. Next gen features. What next gen features does the Series X have?
Next gen features, huh? Well, let's see. The only thing I can really see is the quick resume that I play. Now, mind you, I don't play Xbox a lot, guys, so don't quote me on this. But quick resume that I like, boom, 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 get back into it, bang, it's there.
Okay, I do like
backwards compatibility for all their games. If that's
I don't know if that's
probably not a next gen
feature.
thing,
That's
but
not a
I'm
next-gen
glad
feature,
they added it with it though. I'm glad they put it in there with the. What else do we have? Frames. They have 120 mode. With some games.
Some games, FPS boosted. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, other than that, yes. But next gen features, I haven't really seen on both consoles. Really, I'm kind of mad at Sony that they just added Discord in 1440p after 2 years.
Okay. But even the stuff that the ponies used to say in the beginning that I used to hate, like. I can't really deny it either. When they said, "Well, a next gen feature is the haptic triggers," that's something
I don't
new.
Like that.
It don't matter if you don't like it, but it is something new, and it works with their games, right?
I find it funny how you pull a bow so hard, it's like it's a video game. If I have to shoot quick, not hard, like I don't care if it, you know what I mean. Like some people are weird about that, and you're right. Like they swung that so hard like it was a big thing. I'm like, no, it's not really. Not. And my boy told me my boy told me, he goes, "Yo, Jers, Xbox already had haptic feedback." I'm like, "No way." He goes, "Yeah, it did." I'm like, "All right, well then Sony caught up then, huh?" And there it is.
And then the last but not least is the whole promise of the frames. I get it when people play lawyer and they're like, the box says up to
I hate that.
60, up to. Okay, bet. The box says up to. But the problem is that their first party games, which should be able, because you remember whenever these games were coming out and they were running better on the PS5,
Yeah.
people were saying that it was just the developers were prioritizing the PS5 and all this other stuff, and that's why games were running better on the PS5. But then you got first party games that are running at 30. I would have been okay with that whole narrative if it wasn't for a first party game. And you called it out in that podcast, right? Because they were talking about that dude was trying to defend it, saying, well, Redfall is not a true Xbox, first party game. It was being developed, for both consoles. My only argument with that is this. If you're going to say that, keep the same energy for Starfield. So if Starfield is a great game and you're out here saying that Redfall is not Microsoft's fault, do not give credit to Microsoft for Starfield either then. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That to me makes sense, don't it?
Yep.
It makes sense to me. So
yeah, you can't say Starfield is going to be an Xbox, but it wasn't for Xbox originally. I think it was supposed to be a multi-platform game. But,
it was.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If Microsoft or CEO, whatever, Phil Spencer wants to help them build a great game and put a delay like it was delayed, and fine, that's beautiful. But 30 frames, man, 30, really? I'll be mad.
Well,
listen, if I didn't have a PC and I got a Series X and a PS5, I'll be really heated. I'm like, yo, why is it 30 frames? Like, this is unbelievable. I spent $500 and it's only $500. It's $500. I mean, yeah,
right.
You can't get a PC for that price with those tags and everything. I get that, man. Everybody throws that up in the air. Well, you can't build a PC with all that. I'm like, no crap. I understand that, but they're the ones we can point at them saying, they promise. Look, it's right here. It's on the box, 30 and up to 120. Why can't we get to 60 or 120? What's the problem? People don't understand. Like we get it. It's APU and the RAM is all working together. It's not individual parts like a PC. I understand that. Dude, right. I can't tell you how many times people told me this. I'm like, it's like a broken record at this point. I understand that. I'm a tech guy. I get it. I've been looking at this for years and years. I get it. No, do I have a highest end PC? No, I don't spend $20,000 on a PC. I spent $3,500, I don't know, 22, 25, something around there. But the point is, I understand that. And what I don't understand, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I was playing No Man's Sky last night. I was like, you know what? Starfield's coming out. Let me download this. It's 60 frames. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, but Jers, it came out last gen and they updated. Oh, okay. So if Starfield comes out in 60, 6 months to a year from now, what changed? Did they rush it that much? Is it not polished? Are you telling me it's not polished all the way up? That they can't focus on 60 frames like 3-4 months prior? It's only a few things of code. It's not crazy like millions of lines of code. It's really literally only a few lines of code that they can just intertwine with the other ones.
So this is why I want people to call this out. Especially this is why I applaud Kids Move, someone being part of Xbox, calling some of this stuff out as well. It's because it's either the console's not strong enough to do it, which I agree with most people that no, I don't think that's actually the problem. Or possibly it really is true that Microsoft just doesn't really care that much about showcasing the Series X. And I keep saying it on my videos, no one can prove this to me except for Microsoft. They're the only ones that can. The Xbox Series X being able to run an old game at 120 frames, yes, that's beautiful. FPS boosted, that's awesome, right? But their first party games running at 30, unless they did it because they were lazy and that's the way they had it set up for the S and they just ported it to the X and didn't even try. No, that's a problem, Jers. And now Jers, we're in a situation where we are literally, because it's at the end of the day, it's all about games. It doesn't matter what we talk about. It is all about games, right? That's why I am excited for this acquisition with Activision. Yes, I know we still had access to those games, but now I get access to those games on a subscription service, which I like to play on. right? So again, more access to games. But when you're looking at this and it's all about games and you have a multi-plat that can't run or that's not coming out on the Series X, there's no way that it can't run on the X. If it's running on the PS5, see, that's the thing. If a game is running on the PS5, it can run on the X.
Yep.
Like we know that, right?
Yeah.
Even with the BS SSD, Ratchet and Clank already proved that. Supposedly Ratchet and Clank had an amazing SSD. Now it's running on a mechanical hard drive or whatever. Like no, the Series X could definitely run it. There's nothing magical about that SSD on the PS5.
I never seen something like kind of quote unquote special, if you will, like about Ratchet and Clank with SSD. I mean, I played it for like 8 to 10 hours or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I was just like, why? What's the big deal with this game? Yeah, it looks nice, like really crisp, for a cartoony kind of game. You know what I mean? It is a cool game, I guess. For me, it's just I'm not into it. I just wanted to try it out for the PS5. But the thing was, it's like I didn't see nothing really crazy special about the SSD being portrayed as the king of this game, and like, oh, you need a PS5 to play this. I'm like, where? Like you're going through a little hole. That's a loading screen, real quick. Boom. Okay, next. Because the PC has the M.2 drives, and I believe Series S or X rather, they both have nice SSDs built in. Maybe not as high end as PS5, but still, I think it can run it. Let's be realistic. I don't see a problem. Like the games run quick, they load. The load times are mad faster than the other ones. The last gen consoles. Let's be realistic. I don't see a real problem where Ratchet and Clank was like, yeah, man, you need a PS5 to play this game. I'm like, that's a lie. That's a lie.
It worked though. It worked for the marketing. A lot of Sony ponies ran with that, really believed that the SSD was magical and all that other stuff. And now it comes out that it's not. But this right now, the situation that we're in, Jersey.
Oh, hold on. Manual, guys, this is not a 1v1. This is just a open mic topic right now for Series S and Series X. 60 frames in whatever performance mode, if you will, for these consoles. And what's going ahead with 2024 with the Series S?
Look, man, Emmanuel, this is what happened, bro. Jersey hit me up because he was on another podcast where he was speaking truth, and I need another platform to speak truth on as well, because I say something on my platform, it's automatically people think I'm being influenced by the ponies and stuff. And it's like, no, Baldur's Gate 3 not coming to the freaking Xbox Series X is a freaking problem. Even though that's not a game that I would play, it doesn't matter. It's the principle. It's a game that because of the Series S is not coming to the console that I purchased. How the hell does that make sense?
Was that announced like that?
Yeah, it was. They said they're having problems with the split screen on the Series S.
Really?
They're having issues. Jersey, the developers are having issues with the split screen running on the Series S. That's what they said. How true is it? I don't know, but that's what they said. That's what they said.
So that game's not coming to the Series X and S because of that reason?
Yeah, it's being delayed.
Unbelievable.
They gotta wait for it. So it's gonna come out for PS5. It's already out for PC, I believe. It's already out for PC. It's gonna come out for PS5 around the same time that Starfield drops, actually. But it's gonna be delayed for the Series X and S until they figure out how to make it run on the S. So I'm gonna say that one more time. It's gonna be delayed for the Series S and X, even though it can run on the X. Again, this generation, I don't care who you are. There's no way you're going to convince me. Every single game that can run on the PS5 can run on the Series X. There's no Ratchet and Clank was the closest thing the ponies had to claim SSD, and that's been debunked already. So if Baldur's Gate can run on a PS5, it could definitely run on the Series X. There's no way that it can't.
Why didn't they just put it on a Series X and put a delay for a Series S?
Thank you.
That's why I'm as a gamer, I'm mad about that too.
And that's why we're having this conversation, because people need to talk about this. This is BS. People need to talk about this. And any freaking Xbox fan out there that's pretending like there's nothing wrong with this.
Check this out. Nelson Gaming says Halo split screen works just fine in Series S. That's probably definitely 100% true.
Say that again?
He says the Halo split screen works just fine on the Series S. And see, that's what he's saying. He's probably like, yo, this game looks a lot better and it works on the Series S. What the hell's going on with this game? What the hell's going on?
But he's weird. He's being funny. There's no couch co-op no more on Halo. That's hilarious.
No, there isn't?
No, there's no more. The couch co-op on Halo, that's still a thing? I'm pretty sure they got rid of it.
I thought it was, though. Wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure they got rid of it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. When I play Halo, I play online, but I remember
It
it was
was
a thing for a while.
sarcasm and don't have split screen. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
exactly.
play
You see?
Halo.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
play
you
Halo,
see?
guys. I'm sorry. I
You
just,
see?
I'm
It
not a
was
Halo guy.
supposed to be a thing, but now it's not. Yo, could you? Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Nelson, I hate you, bro. I love you and I hate you, but imagine if that is the reason why it's not on the X, because it can't run like that on the S.
Maybe Xbox wasn't made for co-op. Couch co-op.
Bro.
It got canceled.
Bro. Emmanuel said, I need a third perspective. There is no third perspective, Emmanuel. There is no third perspective. The perspective is the Xbox Series X owner is being screwed. There's what other way is there to
He said,
to
"Yo,
change that
y'all."
narrative?
He goes, "Yo, y'all putting a lot of nonsense in the airwaves, man. Let me speak." Listen, this is not a debate console war situation, man. Trust and believe me. You know what I mean? Because I actually told Doc I want a Series X too because it's a console. I love consoles. But again, I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not gonna get that console until games are 60 frames, and that's it. And don't tell me about the PC. I got a PC. I ain't worried about it. But it's just, these consoles are powerful enough that run games at 60 frames. I'm tired of the nonsense and the lies and the BS from these guys, man. The companies, and I just don't want to hear it no more. I'm done.
If you want an Xbox, the Series X is the best Xbox, especially if you're someone like me that has missed generations of Xboxes. Then the Series X is an amazing gaming machine and you will enjoy it in my scenario. So even though I got a lot of gripes for this thing, you will still enjoy it. You will still enjoy it.
Wait, hold on. Emmanuel says you just need a PlayStation gamer perspective. I am a PlayStation gamer.
But this is not about PlayStation, so we don't need a ponies scenario on this. Like, what could you possibly say? You got one sentence you could type, Emmanuel, and we'll see if we even want to invite you to the Discord. What could you possibly say? You're not gonna bring your pony rhetoric in here, make it even more. Whatever you think you're gonna say, we already know. There is no more console war. We know Microsoft cares more about its ecosystem and Game Pass. So what is it that you think you're gonna revolutionary say? You ponies have been wrong about so much already. Stick to your own platform. Spider-Man's coming. You're gonna be able to collect more book bags.
What about sandwiches on Starfield?
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro.
He said collect sandwiches in Starfield, so it's amazing.
This is crazy, bro.
Mate, he goes, I'm not a pony. I'm
a movie gamer. I don't even know what that means.
Last of Us? Last of Us cinematics?
I guess I'm a movie gamer.
Yeah, everybody's thinking about exclusive. I think it's a beautiful thing, even on both consoles, but people are really forgetting the third-party games. What about Lords of the Fallen? And I said this on Twitter. I don't know if you guys paid attention or whatever. It doesn't matter. But I said Lords of the Fallen could probably be Game of the Year. Elden Ring won over God of War and Horizon. So I think it could win over Spider-Man and Starfield.
Bro,
if they do it right, though.
Baldur's Gate, for all intents and purposes, is a timed console exclusive because of the Series S. That's a problem. No, Emmanuel, we're not afraid of nothing. We just don't want to waste our time. What are you? Write a sentence about something you're going to say. I'm literally telling you to write a sentence.
Yeah.
And if it sounds compelling enough, maybe I'll tell Jersey to let you in. This is Jersey's channel. But if you're not even willing to write something compelling, then what's the point, bro?
Yeah, so Emmanuel, what do you want to talk about? Because I'm a PlayStation gamer by heart.
Oh, this guy don't listen. It's not about being disrespectful, Emmanuel. I know you're not disrespectful.
Nah. You're good.
Yeah, right. I know you're not disrespectful, man. Literally write a compelling statement about something, and be like, I never thought about that. Yeah, Jersey, let him in. I guarantee whatever you say, we've already heard and we already know.
Exactly.
This is not about this is not about PlayStation versus Xbox.
Yeah.
This is an Xbox gamer talking about how the Xbox Series X is messing up. That's what this is about. And Jersey on that podcast with Cowboy was the only one that was making sense, even though there was so many people being apologetic for it. Dog, Starfield, listen, the fact that Starfield is gonna run at 30 frames per second, this game better be phenomenal. It better be phenomenal, because if this game is mediocre, or we play this game and there's no real justification as to why it's running at 30, that's a problem.
And if it doesn't look like God of War, Horizon, Halo, or Forza type graphics, then that is a big problem in my book.
Well, unless they fixed it, we've already seen what the NPCs look like. And the facial animations, that don't look that impressive. But apparently, but you see, Jersey, this is where people come to defend it. That's the way Bethesda games are. Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
So it's like Far Cry. Like if you think about it, the environment looks great. NPCs, not so much.
You're playing Starfield trailer right now, right? Is that Starfield trailer?
Beast was like, you're like, yeah, speak for everybody else, but y'all already know I'm coming with that truth. Yeah, that's facts, man. You're always speaking that truth. But the truth, the matter of the fact is, man, it's like I have a Series S, and so a lot of games play in 60, but I'm not playing in 4K. I'm playing in like 1440p or 1080p because you know what I mean.
So I'm gonna tell you this. In reality, Jersey, the Xbox gamer that bought the S, in some way, shape, or form, is not being completely screwed over. Now, the marketing of the S was not what the S is producing right now. I don't care what anybody says. That dude, Reachforge Gaming, I don't know if you watch him or not, he pulled out the actual video where Microsoft was saying how the Series S is just a downgrade in resolution. Literally verbatim said it. Verbatim, the dude said it. The dude with the long beard, I don't know what the heck his name is. Literally said it. And what's crazy is that on Xbox's channel, that video is now set to private, but IGN still has it up.
What?
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
Oh,
yeah, bro, this
man.
is crazy, bro. Yeah, because the S is not doing what they thought or what they said it was gonna do, you know?
Yeah, so there you go, guys. The guys who helping create these Xbox consoles are actually saying that he put it to private. There's nobody on Twitter, no disrespect, Beast, or anybody else for that matter, that can tell me otherwise. What Doc just said, and he said it verbatim, that the guy with the beard, I know what he's talking about because I forgot his name too. Right? Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. And if he said something that said, well, it's only down resolution, you know, let's put that to private. I didn't say that. What are you talking about? I never said that. Yeah, it's the day and age of the internet. We can just screen record at any given time and say, yeah, you did. Look at him, huh? Look at him. He said
it's on IGN's channel. So unless IGN took it down as well, but it doesn't matter because Reforge Gaming made a whole thing about it. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, what the like that's crazy. That's crazy. So the whole that's not how they marketed as it. No. But the whole thing is right now, it you know what, Jersey? We're gonna keep things simple, okay?
Yep.
It doesn't matter, okay? This is the only thing that matters. Right now, today, okay? What's today's day? August what? August 5th?
Yep.
Today, August 5th, there is a game that is not coming to Xbox Series X owners. Listen to me. To Xbox Series X owners because it cannot run on the Xbox Series S.
Now,
that is literally...
You see what he just said, guys? You see what he said? Now, Xbox Series X owners, how do you guys feel about that? Please write in the chat. How do you guys really feel about that situation? That literally says to me that the Series S is holding it back, so we're going to hold off on that guy.
Exactly.
Why? We're here. It's here. It's ready. Give it to him. Let the Series S owners be delayed. What the hell are we talking about?
And I got to give credit where credit is due to the PlayStation fans that said that the Series S is going to hold back next gen. The Series S maybe won't hold back next gen because games don't have to. Obviously, the PlayStation 5 is still getting this game, but it's definitely going to hold back the X. And you can't tell me anything different because we're literally seeing it. Seeing it.
Wouldn't it be fair if Xbox and everybody was just truthful and says, okay, guys, seriously, we're just going to say Redfall, let's say it came out in 60 frames, right? Let's just say, hey, guys, Series S, Redfall 1080p 60, 1440p 45, and it's Xbox Series X 4K 60 or 120 performance. That is great. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, that performance is great. You know what I mean? So when games come out in 30 frames and you go, oh, the Series S. Now, the Series S, I don't think is holding it back from Redfall or anything, but the other game that, you know, if it's not going to be delayed or it's going to be delayed because of Series S, well, we got to wait because we have to develop for the Series S and it's not fair because we want to put it on both at the same time. That's kind of weird. That's weird energy to me. I think it's not fair to Xbox gamers as a whole because you're going to hold it back for that little guy, but the bigger guys got this one and you're just going to hold it back. I don't think that's fair at all. You know,
no, it's
bogus,
not.
dude. I'm telling you, like, listen, if I didn't have a PC and I just had a Series X, I will be fuming. This ain't fake outrage. This is real Jersey chill gaming that I'm mad about this not being available to gamers because it's bogus. Xbox or Microsoft, Phil Spencer, whoever the hell's in charge of this stuff needs to understand, like, dude, you put your money where your damn mouth is now. Like, be serious. Like, dude, they got so much money, right? For developers, engineers. Like, this is what gets me ticked. Because if I was a damn boss, I'd be like, yo, listen, I want a console right now. Fix it. Do what you got to do to fix this now. I don't care if you have to revamp it. I wouldn't even care at this point.
And again, Jers, I want to make this extremely clear because there's plenty of console gamers out there that don't care about frames and resolution, all that stuff, and that's perfectly fine. They care about games, right? I don't care. Next gen to me is a next gen game, a game that I can't play on last generation. Okay, perfect. There is literally now a game that as of today, is not coming to the Series X because it can't run on the S. That is literally the definition of something holding something else back. And it is as simple as Microsoft saying, you know what, let it come out on the X, and for the S, we'll figure it out. It's not a resolution thing. It's not a frame thing because there's already games that run better on the X that have only 30 frames per second mode on the S. There's already games like that.
You know,
that can't be the excuse either.
You want to know what's crazy? And I hope everybody in the chat hears this, and future people who came in and heard this. I'm gonna say it loud and clear. August 5th, 2023, right? There's gonna be one game that comes out that craps on all of them. On the first weekend, it's gonna make over $1 billion plus. You sure you know what game that is?
What are you talking about? Spider-Man?
Nope.
What?
I don't even like Spider-Man like that.
What?
GTA 6.
Oh yeah, GTA 6 is gonna.
It's just gonna come out and crap all over Halo, Spider-Man, God of War, even Elden Ring. Unfortunately, my favorite game. It's just gonna come out now. The reason why I say this, why is Jersey talking about this?
Emmanuel wrote something.
Okay.
All right. He said, it is the Series X that is holding back Microsoft's strategy this generation. What? Oh, Emmanuel, there you go. You miss it. You're missing the mark, brother. Brother, we're talking about as gamers. I don't care what Microsoft's strategy is, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about.
I don't care about why would I care about what Microsoft's strategy is? That's their job to figure out what it is. I care about, hey, they sold me a Series X, and they're not using all the features of it.
Hey, Beast, listen, I'll definitely let you in, brother. But this is a PG or G rated stream. No cursing, all right? None of that, the N-word stuff. I can't have it, bro. All right, so this,
hey, if we're gonna let Beast in, you gotta consider letting freaking Emmanuel in too, bro.
That's fine. That's fine with me. That's fine with me, guys. Seriously, keep it clean, man, because I gotta shut the stream down if we're not. But here, Doc, I'll send you the link here, Doc, and you can send it to Emmanuel, and I'll send one to Beast. Okay?
I bet. Emmanuel, I'm gonna DM it to you. All right, brother.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you in Discord, Doc.
I bet
it's the same one, I think, but hold on, might be a different one. All right, Beast, you too, man. It's gonna be in Discord, dog. I'm gonna send you a thing. There you go, buddy. All right, let me open up the chat for people. Let's get it. All right.
Can you send it to me on Twitter?
No, it's I don't even know if I'm signed in on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me see. I don't think I am, dude.
Let me see.
I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Cause I don't really rock Twitter on the computer. I'll see though. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can.
There's the link.
Yeah,
I got it. I'm gonna copy it.
Cool. Thank you.
Copied it. Let me send it to Emmanuel.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, this is not console war stuff. I'm not talking crazy about Xbox. I think Xbox still doing a good thing with their gamers. It's just that
I'll send it to you, bro.
Like, even if PlayStation like this, right? If PlayStation came out with games 30 frames only, I would be furious.
Yeah, listen.
I don't care if I got a PC.
Listen, I don't want to hear the comparison with PlayStation. Like, again, I just want to call out what Microsoft is legitimately doing wrong, right? Because if you say some BS, Emmanuel, I'm gonna call you out on it. But what they're legitimately doing wrong, and for me as a Series X, and again as a gamer, bro, I don't care. I don't care what the strategy is. Like, why do I care? I don't play strategies. I play games, and right now I can't play a game, even if I wanted to, because of the Series S, and that's a problem to me. That's as clear as daylight.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right, Beast, cool. Yeah, Beast is gonna come in with that truth. Let's hear it. Again, man, dude, I see Beast's like Twitter. I guess what he says about PlayStation fanboys, dude, it's out of this world funny. I gotta give it to him, bro. I really do.
That boy hilarious. They in or what?
I don't know. I gotta see. I opened it up. Let me double check this. Yep, 4 people. Yeah.
How come who? How come he didn't have to submit a sentence? Cause he don't represent. He don't rock with the ponies. That's why, Emmanuel.
Oh wait, yeah. Yo, listen. Yo, Emmanuel and Beast, man. Yo, listen, Emmanuel. If you're a PlayStation guy and Beast is an Xbox, this ain't gonna be no debate with y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. That's not gonna happen.
You just kick them out.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
If they get crazy, they get kicked out. It's an easy day. We control this.
But
man,
I really want to join. Side note, I want to join Beast's space so many times, man, and have a conversation, man. But there really is some crazy people out there, man. I can't talk to crazy.
Yeah, Emmanuel's good. I know Emmanuel's not gonna wait crazy. And typically, Beast don't typically get out of line unless he gets provoked.
Yeah.
The link's 100%. Not working. Hold on, he said the link's not working.
What do you mean? Oh wait, if it's not working, I gotta probably resend it. Hold on. Should work. Let's see.
I'll send it to you in text format then. Let me see.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. Hold on.
Try that one. No, you good, man. You just click on it. I sent it to you in text form. That might work better, brother.
It doesn't.
Yeah, because Beast is not in here either.
It happens, man. A lot of people don't like my cousin. He was trying to join a Discord for like 2 hours, dude. Like,
somebody in.
Oh, who is it?
Thanks, man.
There you go, buddy.
Yo,
what's up, man?
What up?
Hey, man. Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. I had to submit an essay, how to apply for
wow.
GED or something just to get in here.
See, Doc's making you write essays
nice.
now.
That was nice. He, making me think in the morning. I'm on the other side of the globe. I'm just like, shit, I woke up. You give me an exam.
Well, you did. Hey, you did good. You in here, right?
Hey, Cowboy, what's up?
You did good.
Listen.
You did good.
Hey, guys, don't forget to like the stream, man. It boosts it up. Helps out the stream, man.
Yeah, y'all gotta hit that like button, man.
Hit that like.
Especially now that I'm here.
Oops, wrong one. Can't play that music. But yeah, man.
Yeah, copyright.
Hey, listen. I'm not gonna mention PlayStation, okay? That's just easy.
Jersey, what's going on with your soundboard?
No, I got him.
Whoa.
Okay, go ahead, M. Rock.
All right, listen. We're talking about Baldur's Gate 3, right? Primarily, and the situation of the Series S. Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Doc, here's why you have to care about Microsoft strategy, because it informs the games that you will receive as a gamer. That's just straight up. We don't have to argue about that. But when you look at these companies, you have.
What do you mean by that, though? What do you mean it informs the games that I'm receiving?
And does this thing explain what I'm seeing as a gamer down on my level? So, the reason that you're not getting the game is because they are not going to let go, even temporarily, of the mandate to match, the features across both consoles.
Correct.
That's just it.
Yeah, we know
that's a good thing, because if you are a person who bought the S and you were promised everything that you were promised, you will be furious if now you find out that people that got the X get to have an experience that you don't even get to have in the first place. Because yes, you always knew that it was going to be better on the X, but they promised you that every single game that came out for the big brother was also going to come out for your console.
Right.
So again, the strategy forces them to stick by that mandate. And since the developer at the same time wants to offer this couch co-op experience for whatever reason, they don't want to let go of what they promised their customers and their gamers.
No, but they have let it go, because on the Steam Deck, it's disabled. So that's wrong. They have let it go. Baldur's Gate runs on the Steam Deck, and that feature is disabled. You have to go through a back door to turn that feature on. So that's an incorrect statement.
But why don't they want to let it go on the console then?
That's a great question.
Well,
That is a great question.
I will say this because they kind of want that parity. Because okay, let's say they let it go on the Series S, right? They say, okay, we're not gonna do the whole catch play call. Which, by the way, we don't know if that's the only thing that they have an issue with, but let's say that that's the primary thing.
But that's what they said, though. That's what they mentioned.
Yeah,
so
let's say that's the
said,
primary thing, right? Let's go off what they say.
Yeah.
Now you will have a situation where the PlayStation 5 version, for the same price, will have this extra feature, and then the Xbox Series version will not.
The Xbox Series S version will not.
No, because then Microsoft demands feature parity.
Right, and and all I want is for enough Xbox gamers to complain so that Microsoft could be like, maybe this is stupid.
But the thing is, if Microsoft lets them not have feature parity, which they shouldn't, but if they did that, then every other developer is going to be like, well, I have this feature that's not going to work on the S.
Correct.
So give me the exemption too. They can't do that. They will open the floodgates.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make, that this is a huge problem. I don't care about Series S owners. I'm sorry, I don't. I care about me. I care about me. Mm-hmm. I purchased a Series X. So yes, I understand that they'd be lying to Series X owners, but literally I am missing access to a game because of a console that I chose not to buy. Mm. That's some bullshit.
No. You bought into you love saying the ecosystem. You bought into the entire strategy. So you can't
whoa. What do you mean I bought into the strategy? What are you talking about?
You bought into the eco. That would be like a
no.
This would be like an Apple fan being mad that. Hold on. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
This would be like an Apple fan being mad that the iPhone doesn't have USB-C. When you buy into an ecosystem, you accept every single thing that company brings along with that ecosystem.
Emmanuel, how long you been following me?
Beast, what's up, man?
Now.
You're in here now.
You've been following me for a while, right? Well, okay. So you've been following me for a while. I've said plenty of times why I bought the Series X instead of the PS5. Why did I buy the Series X instead of the PS5?
Because you believe in that stupid power narrative.
Exactly, not because of the ecosystem. So I did not buy into the ecosystem, Emmanuel. You've been following me. No, I didn't.
It doesn't matter why.
I had already purchased it, Emmanuel. What are you talking about? I bought into the ecosystem.
Into the ecosystem. I'm not saying that you bought it for the ecosystem. I'm just saying that you bought into it. You are now a part of it. So you accept every single thing.
No, I do not accept every single thing. That's why I'm over here talking about it. If I accepted, I would have been quiet. That's the whole problem, Emmanuel. Don't you want Xbox gamers to talk about Xbox when stuff is going wrong? The fact that this game is not coming to the Series X, so you're telling me that, hey, I bought into the ecosystem, I shouldn't even complain. Like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna complain.
I didn't say you shouldn't complain.
Okay.
I'm saying chill. I'm saying that as part of you buying into the X, you can't just say, oh, well, I don't care what happens to S owners. Like, then Microsoft will tell you, well, we don't care.
Okay, wait, I gotta stop you there. I gotta cut in here. All right, so let's be clear. If PlayStation or Sony comes out with a PlayStation Slim, a simmer down version of PS5, you think I would care about the Slim version? No, absolutely not. No. Because I want my specs, my console, the PS5 or the Pro, to run better games, and don't hold back by the other guy because you guys want to make a simmer down console version, and that's not our fault. It's gamers and consumers. That's their fault. Don't punish me. That's the way you gotta look at it.
First off, hold on. First off. You say you didn't want me to mention PlayStation, so can I mention PlayStation?
Yeah, dude, I'm a PlayStation fan. You can go ahead and do you think?
Okay, cool. Let's talk about the Slim. I'm not sure if you meant to say the Pro versus, but the Slim is just the same PS5, same internal, same everything. They've done Slim consoles before, so that wouldn't affect anyone.
But we don't know that.
Well, that's what they've done traditionally when you do a Slim revision. Like they had
three
versions
of
the PS3.
Actually, don't they usually have the Slim be a little bit better because the technology gets a little bit better?
No. All they do is that they just get the same performance out of less components so that
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
get more
So like I remember
money,
for
more
the
margins.
Xbox, to the Xbox One to the Xbox One S, they were able to bring
No,
the power
that
brick
was a
inside.
very no, that was yeah, that was actually the Xbox One S was more powerful than the original Xbox One,
Yeah,
but that was an anomaly.
yeah.
PlayStation
Okay,
has never done that.
okay. Um, but all right, but we got Beast in here. Beast, you want to say something?
Yeah, what up, man? I
What
was,
up, bro?
being respectful, let my man get his bars off, man. Let me find his damn chat, man. But yo, okay, I heard y'all speaking, right? Y'all know I like to keep it 100 on like all this stuff, right? Me, y'all know I come from PS1, PS2, all that. I
Mm-hmm.
switched over to Xbox during the 360 era because I like what they was doing with gaming, right? So you fast forward to now, and you see these narratives of it can't, it's not on the S because of limitations, split screen, et cetera, right? And y'all seen my post earlier. I'm pretty sure y'all did, or a
I
couple of
didn't.
y'all did.
I missed
I
it.
did it. I
Uh,
did it. I did it.
okay, so pretty much, I'm trying to find it now. Chat we on shit crazy. Discord crazy, man.
Yeah.
Dope as hell, but yeah, I'm trying to look at the mics and everything. But anyway, so what I did, I'm like, all right, and again, right? If a game is not capable of running on a machine, I mean, it's the truth. If that's the truth. So I posted Diablo 4, I posted Fortnite, I posted Call of Duty, and I posted Rocket League. Right?
Yeah.
These all 4 games that got co-op and or split screen. 3 of them got split screen. Diablo is a share screen. Any one of those games at any given time are more resource intensive than Baldur's Gate 3. That's facts. Baldur's Gate 3 is a turn-based game. When you look at the graphics of that game, if anything, those graphics are compete with Diablo's, right? There's nothing about that game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying it's ugly. If anything, it intrigues me because y'all know Fable. That's my favorite RPG of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything that gives you that unpredictability, such as I seen in Baldur's Gate 3 when I watched I seen the IGN gameplay, seen a couple other PC dudes playing. So I'm like, that's something I would play, right? I just don't like when these dudes cap for things that you're not gonna play. You know you're not gonna buy it. You just capping because it's something that your competitor doesn't have. That's not the mark of a game. It's too many fake gamers out here, and that's why I do the stuff I do. But looking at the graphics of it, it will compete more with Diablo. And at the same time, at any given time, Diablo has 10 times the amount of action going on at any given time than Baldur's Gate 3. You have to put your commands in meticulously on Baldur's Gate 3 for it to take action and play out on the screen. Diablo, you can get swarmed by waves of enemies back to back to back. I gotta proc my powers. The person beside me gotta proc his powers. All these things are being calculated and manifested by the machine. The same thing with Rocket League, the same thing with COD, the same thing with especially Fortnite. Some dude even try to say, well, in Baldur's Gate 3, you can go, across the map, no tethering, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, everything you just told me, I can do that on Fortnite. Fortnite runs Unreal Engine 5.1 right now, complete with Lumen, right? No, there's nothing, and this is why I am who I am with these dudes, because they be trying to talk to you about things, but they don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, I would defy you to intellectually explain to me exactly why this game can't run on the Series S. Beyond the talking points, beyond the bullshit. I want you to explain that based on your intellectual observation, and they can never do that. So, are there troubles with getting the game run on the S for whatever reason? Possibly. But is it the S's fault? I don't think so. Because again, you have to look at Diablo and the rest of the games I name that are games that are consistently in motion. Action is always going on. That type of action is just not present in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't care if you're talking about particle effects, the background of world, it's just not there if you know anything about gaming. You're kidding yourself. You're just being a fanboy.
I hear you,
Can
Beast.
we
I hear
push
you,
back on
Beast.
this?
And I,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
do,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do,
We
I
could,
do.
we could definitely push back on this. Hold on. Let me.
Feel free. But I do want
All
to
right.
speak on I'm
Go
gonna say
ahead.
something about the holding back thing with the Starfield and all that too, and then we can just chop it up or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Because y'all know me, I love real conversation. That's why I do them
yeah.
spaces
Yep.
every Friday and shit like that, or I try to.
Watch the
Um,
language, please.
my fault.
All good.
So when it comes to, let's say, holding back the Series S, holding back gaming, I would disagree only because the biggest games, and again, people don't got to agree with me. It is what it is. Weigh your own scales. It is what it is. Ain't what it
Yeah,
ain't.
yeah, yeah. It's just your
Uh,
opinion. You good?
yeah, but now it's facts and not feelings too. Now they got to know that.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
all the play, and it's not a console war thing. I'm a gamer. I come from PlayStation. All of PlayStation's biggest games that are celebrated and put on pedestals and Game of the Year, right? Most of those are cross-gen games. Even Spider-Man, when
Yep.
Spider-Man Miles Morales debuted for the PS5, it was a cross-gen game.
Yes.
Those games ran on a teraflop in what 4 teraflop console in the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, right?
Right.
They had no problem holding up those games and saying how cutting as they were. Look at the water, look at the grass, look at the trees. But you're talking about 8
Yeah.
gigabytes of RAM. You're
Yep.
talking about 8 gigabytes of RAM. So how can you, fast forward and try to crap on the Series S
Yeah, but
with
Beast, hold on, let me stop you right there. You
yeah, go
know,
ahead.
like I know that those games that PlayStation fans put up on a pedestal are very simple games.
Oh yeah,
We
but
know that.
this
Come
is
on now.
yeah.
Come on. So to them it's amazing because they're like, movie simulators, but we know. We know.
Right.
So you're in a different you're with a different crowd of people. Like we're not over here impressed by Game of the Year awards or any of that other
Right.
stuff. Like Spider-Man, okay, he's in Manhattan. He's been there his whole life. He collects book bags. Cool. Yes, of course it looks
Right.
beautiful, right? Yes, it does. But gameplay wise, the amount of quick time events and that, so you already know, man. Yeah. So you're
Right.
in
So,
good
but I
company.
only say that. I only say that to say this though, because these are the voices that's trying to say, see, look, the Series S is weak. It can't run Baldur's Gate 3. So I'll just throw it back at them like, well, the games you claim that's so graphically intensive are beneath the Series S's capabilities. So that makes no sense. Even going to Ratchet and Clank, as we most recently found out, it's capable of running on lower NPCs. And I'm pretty sure it can be ported to the PS4, definitely the Series S. And Xbox One struggle a little bit, Switch, all that. That'll struggle like crazy. But definitely the Series S and lower NPCs, even the PS4, like
But what
Godfall.
did they do
So when
differently
I
to
say these
Ratchet and Clank
things,
though?
Hold on, let Manuel rock. I know Manuel wants to say some things.
oh yeah, go ahead, man. Feel free.
I'm gonna ignore all of the slander towards PlayStation games because that's not what we're here for. And you told me
wrong
we're
with you,
not here
man?
to make that a debate. So we're just gonna ignore
It's
all
not a
of that.
debate. He's just speaking
Go
his mind.
ahead.
It's not a debate. It's
No,
just
no,
facts, man.
no.
That's
I
all
mean,
it
I
is.
could push back on it. I'm just gonna ignore that
Okay.
let that slide because I want to get back to Baldur's Gate and everything.
Okay.
Listen, I hate this. I hate this when there is it's a psychological thing. When a person is good in one field, they automatically think that makes them good at something else. Like the tradition, like a surgeon will try to tell his mechanic what to do because he sees himself as more important. Like, I'm knowledgeable in my field, I'm the top performer, blah blah blah. So they think they can extrapolate their talent in one field into another. So I hate that about the human condition, but I also hate it when people just try to play something that they are not. Be so true if you're not a developer. You looking at it from a gamer's
Well, let me just
perspective
say
and
one
be
thing.
like
If
on
you don't
on
want to
the
debate,
surface.
hold
Let me
on,
finish.
one
Let me
second, bro.
finish.
One second. I just want
Wow,
to say
we're
one
just
thing
getting
to you, bro.
started.
I don't know you. Listen, and I mean this respect was grown men to grown men. I don't know you like that. So don't if you don't want to debate, don't address me directly. If you want to do that, they don't want to do that here. I can start a space anytime you want to, bro. I give you all the time you want, but don't address me
Wait,
directly
hold on. What did
if
I
you
even?
don't want that.
What did
No,
I
I mean
say
I'm just
that
saying, bro.
you don't
Just
want to
don't
be
address me.
addressed?
Just speak in
Yeah,
general.
hold on,
That's
hold on.
all.
Yeah.
I said
Listen.
beast of
Hold
truth.
on, guys.
You're not a developer because
Whoa.
I'm
Yo,
answering your point.
yo, chill. I told y'all not to do that, right? This ain't that show
No,
for
it
that.
ain't me. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
I
you.
know. I'm just saying,
Well,
guys. Look,
you just don't want
respectfully,
him to mention you at all, Beast.
Well, I'm saying like if it's not a
He's
debate,
he's just talking on your point. That's all it
I'm
is.
talking on your point. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
that's
want
all
me
it
to
is.
saying
do?
I'm
Yeah.
not a developer, bro. That's a personal attack. What you doing, man?
How is
Yeah.
that an
Wait,
attack?
wait.
You saying like that would be like you
Go
say I'm
ahead.
not a doctor, and I'm like that's an
Hmm?
attack. How is that an
Go
attack?
ahead though,
Are
man.
you
Go
a
ahead. But
Yeah,
get to
just
get
go
That's
with
kind
the
of
point.
like
to your
a.
point.
That's kind of like an insult
All
a
right,
little
let me
bit.
finish then.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reply to that when you
Yeah,
finish.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. So since you're not a developer, what I don't like
Mhm.
it is when gamers take a look at games and then they're like, look, on the surface from what I can see, listen, you could be perfectly right. But the point is, unless you worked on the code, unless you wrote the code that actually drives these games behind the scenes, like those comparisons are useless. They absolutely useless. You can't just look at Diablo 4 and then be like, okay, Diablo 4 does something that seems to me like it would be harder to do than Baldur's Gate 3. Therefore, this thing that the developers themselves has told me is invalid. Like that's a like how is that even a valid argument? It's not. You don't know
Okay.
what drives things
I'm
behind the scenes. And you know
I'm
what?
gonna help you. I'm gonna
Well,
help you out.
Let
Emmanuel.
me finish. No, hold on. Let me finish. And you could be right. You could be right that technically
Hey,
Diablo's
George,
4
this is
is.
y'all show. Just let me know when I can respond, bro. Y'all go
Yep.
ahead though.
Let me finish and then you can respond. You could be right that Diablo 4 is a more technically difficult game and that the developers were more talented and that, this is why it's able to do things that Baldur's Gate 3 is not. And that could be perfectly fine. But the point is, at the end of the day, the developers came out and told us, look, this is the issue that they are facing. It doesn't matter what you compare it to. You could compare it to Red Dead Redemption 2, to Spider-Man 3, to whatever it is. The point is, it is still their reality. And I tell you that in their reality, the Series S is a bottleneck. So everything else that you say, oh, look at this game, look at that game, look at Fortnite, look at Rocket League, look at this or look at that. Like that's completely it's completely invalid. It doesn't matter because those developers did not develop Fortnite. They did not develop Diablo 4. If they had developed Diablo 4 and you're like, wait, how come you're able to do it for that game, but then your sequel, you suddenly can't do it? Then you will have a point. They're not the same people. And the thing is, these are made by humans. So you can say,
can I jump in real
whatever.
quick?
Go ahead, Doctor.
All right. So
Feel free, I got it.
all right. So I'm gonna agree a little bit with Beast here. Okay. So here's the deal, right? No, I'm not a developer at all, but I have eyes. Okay. Common sense is common sense. Okay. All right. So this is the only thing that I think Beast has to realize. It's not our job to defend this. When a developer came out and says the Series S is the problem, it should have been Microsoft and Xbox that came out and said, bullshit, no, it's not. It shouldn't be us because you're right. We don't have the credentials to do that. But Microsoft being quiet about this makes it look, because again, the person with the credibility or that has the most credibility is the one saying this. But yes, if you look at the eye test, which we're not blind, and you're looking at the games that already run on the S, it's kind of like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then this what makes it even worse. It runs on the Steam Deck. It runs on the Steam Deck, right? So now it's like, okay, wait, so can it not run? Can it run? Like, what is going on? But again, it shouldn't be us defending it. And that's the biggest problem I have with the entire Xbox community is when I get attacked, it's like, bro, we shouldn't be defending why Redfall doesn't have a 60 frames per second patch yet. Xbox should come out and tell me why. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be somebody else out there saying all this other stuff, whatever. So that's the only thing I will say when it comes to that.
They sent engineers, Microsoft sent engineers to Larian Studios in order to help with this issue. So they are responding. They're just not doing it in public.
Oh, okay, that's fair then. If they are responding, we just don't know about it, then that's fair then too.
All right, so let Beast rebuttal what M
Go
said.
ahead, Beast.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, cool. Emmanuel, are you a developer?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Wasn't a developer that told us that Ratchet & Clank was only possible on the PS5's SSD?
That's facts.
Come on. I just listened. Facts, not feelings, brother.
Because that's not what he said. No. That's not what he said.
What did he say?
He said that he couldn't do it on the previous generation. Clearly speaking about the PlayStation 4.
That's not what he said.
So, okay, hold on.
That is not what he said. We can pull the quote. That is not what he said, man.
No, don't pull the quote. Pull the entire article.
Let me.
In order to see the thing he said before that quote.
Hold on, Emmanuel. You've been speaking, bro.
I can't do this on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 generation.
You've been speaking, bro.
And then he said the SSD quote.
That's my bad. I cut you guys both off. Go ahead.
People take it out of context.
Okay, I'm not taking. Listen. Let me ask you something. Are you on Twitter or are you just on YouTube?
I'm on Twitter, I guess. Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Yes or no?
Why would I?
I mean, hey, I don't. I guess that's a fair question to you. If you're in the gaming community, you'll know who I am. I mean, unless you just capping. But anyway, that's irrelevant, bro. Whether you do or you don't or whatever, right? But you see my name, right? So what I just asked you, right? Are you telling me that it was never said by Sony, by the devs, and nobody that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is only possible because of the PS5's SSD?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Are you telling me
Sony?
Are you telling me
not by fanboys?
What's up?
Are you telling me that I can't find you?
Hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. 1 second. What'd you say, Doc?
Yeah.
Can you pull it up on the screen?
Yeah.
I don't know if you could.
Yeah, I can. What are we looking for?
Just Google Ratchet & Clank PS5
only
SSD.
Possible PS5.
Only possible. Yeah, just look that up.
Yeah, remember to Google the entire article, not just that one quote that
listen,
people take
listen,
out of
listen,
context.
Listen, Emmanuel, this is how arguments start, right? And they don't want an argument, right? I know how to be quiet and let people talk, so you got to do the same, my brother. Real talk,
No,
right?
I'm just making sure that they put the right evidence.
Listen, though, I'm just saying, like we was face to face, man to man, we'll be respectful. Let's be respectful in the chat, right? What I'm saying to you is they can pull up what I'm saying, right? It sounds like you're damage controlling. I want to address you, but you address me. So we're just gonna speak on the facts. They can verify what I just said to you. You will be able to find Sony, the devs, and everybody else trying to co-sign that Ratchet and Clank was only possible because of the PS5's SSD. You'll find the same thing about Godfall. You'll find the same thing about many other games, right?
Facts. That's
Now,
facts.
all of those things were proven wrong, with the most infamous case being Ratchet and Clank being shown running on a Steam Deck and or weaker PC that is lesser than the PS5's
That
SSD.
is,
Hold on,
that is
listen,
such a stupid argument. But go ahead.
True or false? Is Godfall available on the PS4, and is Ratchet and Clank running on SSDs less than the PS5s? True or false?
True. True.
True?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's true.
Okay, so you just try to tell me that I'm not a developer. Sir, neither you
Yeah.
are the developer. And I just proved the
Mhm.
developers wrong. I just literally explained to you how the developers lied in order to push the marketing for the
They
PS5.
didn't
So
lie.
me being a developer, listen, me being a developer is irrelevant. It's whether I'm right or I'm wrong, right? Just like Doc said to you. You're a sentient, conscious being. You're an intellectual adult. I just proved to you how devs lie to us all the time.
You
Whether it
didn't
be
prove
Xbox,
anything, but go
PlayStation,
ahead.
listen. Whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, all of these people say something to exaggerate the product. That is their job when they're selling you a product.
Yeah.
This is the world that we live in, brother.
This is what he just
Hold on.
this is what he just
So-
proved, Emmanuel. What he just proved is that even the word of a developer really doesn't mean much either now.
No,
There you
Doc.
go. I
If
just
you
gave
take
you
things
proof.
out of context,
No, that's
if you
literally-
take things out of context.
Okay,
then
Okay,
you can
okay,
have
okay,
whatever
hold
hold
narrative you
on,
want
guys.
around it.
Rune
Right.
said, play the video full clip, Jersey. Now, what are you guys talking about with the Ratchet and Clank thing? Because I really didn't understand what the hell y'all were talking about.
Well, the gist of it was he said I'm not a developer, so
No,
therefore I don't know what I'm talking-
I got that. That's, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's sideways a little bit, but I'm talking about what video are they talking about that you want me to pull up?
I don't know. I just said I just asked him can I pull up developer saying it's only possible on PS5, which I can, which will prove him wrong.
You can't, because that's not what he said.
But hold on. Let me
Well, no,
answer.
I will say that Mark Cerny did say something about Ratchet and Clank, running,
No, he
as
didn't.
because there's
Hold
a
on, let me
possibility
say
of the
something.
SSD.
Though. Hold on,
No, he didn't.
I'm gonna kill this whole argument right
Go
now.
ahead.
Okay, even if it was taken out of context, I remember when this thing came out, there was no Sony fan saying what you're saying right now, Emmanuel. Saying no, that's not what they meant. There was no Sony fan saying that.
We're not talking
No,
about
okay,
Sony
so
fans.
there
We're
was
talking about
nobody,
developers, right?
but there was
Are we
nobody,
talking about
there was,
developers
but
or
there was
fans?
nobody. Period, saying this is taken out of context. That narrative ran
Okay,
hard.
It doesn't matter.
Ran
It doesn't
hard,
matter.
but
We're
now
talking about
exactly it
developers.
doesn't matter
Are we
because
talking
of the
about fans or
because
developers?
because
Which
so
one?
then the
Which one,
words
Doc?
that
Which one do you want to talk about?
the whole point is that it doesn't really matter. That's what Beast just proved.
Just because no.
Exactly.
Just because
He
Sony
literally
fans
just
took it
proved
out
it.
of context too doesn't mean that the developer lied. Like again, they told you their vision could not be performed on the PlayStation 4.
Okay, so
People
let's
separate the quotes, right? They separate the quote and then they look at, it can only be achieved on the PlayStation 5 super fast SSD. That's what he said. That's the only part that people care about. But it's just like when you take a president's speech out of context. You can make anyone say anything if you just take that little clip and then you're like, that's the only thing I care about. So
Correct,
if you're
correct.
going to be sentient beings, intelligent people, and we're going to say, okay, let's look at the whole thing because it was having an entire conversation.
yeah, but that's not fair
and be
because
like,
we're only doing it
How is
now
that
after
not
they've been
fair?
exposed.
How is that not fair?
Because no one ever went
The
back
thing
and
is,
looked.
he said the
No one
same
ever
thing
went
that
back
he
and looked at
said
this
from the
article.
beginning.
I got
It doesn't
you.
matter. It
I'll
doesn't
do
matter. It doesn't matter if people are now being like, "Oh, let's go and check the full clip." The full
It
clip
does
was
matter.
always the full clip.
Hold on.
Just because you took it as a fan and then you made it something else.
No.
Okay.
Nah,
and
bro.
by the way,
See,
there's
so-
a difference
no,
between
no.
running.
I gotta cut
There's a
all you
difference
guys
between
off. Hold
running
on, one
lesser
second.
hardware
Yo, hold on,
and
bro.
actually delivering the vision
Hold
that
on,
they
bro.
wanted.
Hold on. I have to say something. When you're talking about if you play the video clip, it takes out of context. You can't take out something out of context what the guy literally said. Like me,
There you
the
go.
sky is blue. How are you gonna take that out of context? What I just said. I didn't say it was partly blue or part greenish blue, made it purple, yellow. I said the sky is blue.
Yeah, but it's like the
right?
sky is blue. It's a lie every single time the sky isn't blue. Sometimes the sky is gray.
Come
And
on,
if a
stop
person
it.
was
Stop,
like,
Emmanuel.
he
See,
said-
Stop,
he
but
said
now,
Emmanuel.
okay,
the sky is
okay. So
blue.
now I know what you're
Why
talking
he
about.
lied to me?
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Stop,
saying,
it, man.
You'd be like, wait,
stop,
hold
bro.
on.
Come on,
The
dude. Stop
context
trolling.
was an
Stop trolling.
example.
Come on, man.
Now
But
you see, you can
Emmanuel,
take
Emmanuel.
anything out of context if you
I said the
only
sky
take a
is blue.
singular
It's not-
piece out.
I said the sky is
This is
blue.
not supposed to be a. This is not supposed to
Yeah,
be an
it's-
argument.
yeah,
This
it's
is why
not-
this is why they hesitated to let you up.
Yeah, bro. So like that's what I'm trying to
We not-
say. Like this is not a debate
Wait,
show. This is
wait.
not
Just because I'm
war.
pushing back on the fact that you're giving a false
Well, no,
narrative,
but-
now you want to
Now
be like,
listen,
this is why they
listen,
hesitated?
listen for a minute, because you responding with passion too much. You got to listen to other people, bro. You keep cutting people
I
off.
did listen to you.
But
Hold
listen,
on,
just listen, bro.
Hold on.
Jers is a PlayStation fan.
Yo, I don't care if he's a PlayStation fan.
Listen, dog.
The point
listen,
is he's
listen.
wrong.
Listen, I don't gotta cut you. Why you keep cutting everybody off, bro? Just listen. Damn. He's a PlayStation fan. PlayStation fan to the T. Not a fanboy, a fan. I respect fans. I love fans. I'm one of them, right? He's telling you that you're misconstrued. Doc is telling you you misconstrued. I'm telling you you misconstrued. Whether that means something to you on a personal level is irrelevant, but this is facts, not feelings. Like they said, you cannot misconstrue a direct statement. If I said I'm
You
the tallest
totally
person in the
can.
world,
Like,
listen,
do you even know? Do
if
you
I
even
said
know
I was
what
the
you're
tallest
saying?
person in the world, listen, if I said I was the tallest person in the world, period, right? And I get proved a liar, can I say, well, you took that out of context?
But
Yes
the
or no?
thing is, he didn't lie.
Boy,
Again, he was
y'all
talking
go
about
ahead,
how
man.
they could not have
Y'all go.
achieved what
Come on, man.
Can you guys still hear him?
Yeah,
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 okay, yeah. So
but it's only
Tell
taken out of
me,
context
when
because
he's
you're
talking
proven
about
wrong,
previous
though.
generations,
I mean,
what is he talking about? Is he talking about every single graphics card on PC ever released? Or
okay,
is he
let me
talking
ask you this:
about
Are you
as a
trying to
PlayStation
you wanna?
developer?
Let me ask you one question because I want to keep going back and forth with you. We're supposed to be talking about bigger topics. I will. Are you trying to make a bet right now? We can make a bet on air right now that I can prove you wrong. I can pull up with them saying this is only possible because of the PS5's SSD. Are you? Do you want to make that bet with me? Because
Full
I do this.
article. Yes, put up the full article.
Okay, it's $100 bet.
Not the quote, the full
He said
article. Go ahead.
But listen, hold on. I
oh
want
my
you to understand
goodness.
what this bet is. If you're trying to do that, the bet is that
Pull
they're
up
saying
the
it's
full
only
article.
possible. Listen, it's only possible because of the speeds of the PS5 SSD.
Put
Those
up the
words
full
will be in it.
article. You'll
You know what I'm
see
saying?
that you're
Do you
wrong.
agree or not, bro? That's all.
Are you gonna put up the full article if I say yes?
Yeah. But it
Or
has
are
to
you just
again
gonna
the
find the
point the
quote?
point of the bet is it's going to say this game is possible because of the speeds of the PS5's SSD.
No. Are you gonna put up the
Manuel,
full article? You say yes or no?
but even if he pulls, you're not understanding what he's saying, bro.
He's
They
not.
said the PS5 SSD. The whole point is PS5. It should have just said SSD.
Well, no.
It should have
Hold on,
just
hold
said
on. But the thing
SSD.
is,
When he
the
said
developer is
PS5
talking. No,
SSD,
hold on. The developer is talking about 2 different generations of console.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
talking
Hey,
about
Jers,
the
whenever you
PlayStation
trying to move
4
on from this shit,
and the
feel free,
PlayStation
bro.
Yeah.
5, right?
but
So
there
of
was
course he
already
said the PlayStation
no.
5 SSD
I
because
ain't
that
gonna
was the
curse.
big differentiator between the consoles. He wasn't talking about PC or SSDs
Oh,
on
brother.
PC.
Oh man.
Brother, you know exactly what you're doing, bro. You're dissecting it, and you know
No.
exactly. And
How am I dissecting?
you were
So,
around when this came
All
out
right,
too, so
so
you know
yeah.
it.
Do
So
you
listen,
work for a
hold on,
company?
bro.
Nah,
Do you
Like,
work
yo,
for a company?
we're moving
we
on,
can
bro.
move on. We can
I
move on.
can't do
Yeah.
this no more.
Hold on.
Nah,
Just
bro,
one
bro,
thing.
stop,
Doc, do you work for a
stop right
company?
now.
Listen
Do
to
I'm
the
gonna
host,
kick you?
bro. Come
Stop,
on, man.
stop. Just chill out, bro. I'm done with that conversation. This is about the Series S moving forward with the Series X in 2024. Right now in 2023, where's the Series S at? Beast, go ahead, take it off.
All right, I feel like this, right?
You
And we're
better
gonna be
not
real.
defend it, Beast. You better not defend the damn Series
Listen,
S.
listen.
Now
You
let
know,
him
I keep it
talk, man.
100% truth, bro. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I was probably one of the hardest dudes on Godfall, Redfall. Y'all know me. They swear I'm some kind of super bot or whatever. I say publicly, and I said it. Everybody heard me say it. Redfall is a 1X game. That is not a Series X game at all. If anything, that's a 1X game. It does not run like a next gen game. It does not run like an optimized game. That's a 1X game to me. I don't
Doesn't
care
look
what you
like a
say.
next gen game. Yep, I agree. Okay.
No, it's 4K like a 1X, but 30 frames like a 1X. I mean, it is what it is. We've seen games that do way more than Redfall. So therefore, right? I'm harder. I've said something harder that no self-respected, whatever they want to call themselves, would ever say, right? So let's go to the Series S. I feel like this. Is it holding back gaming? Right? And when we talking about gaming, no, I can't say it's holding back gaming because again, too many great games came out on last generation consoles and they still being celebrated today. Is it holding back the potential of what the X could do? If Microsoft are trying to keep up some kind of parity, technically you could say it is.
It
Now,
is.
but hold on, listen. That's only if we're talking amongst intellectuals. We can't talk from a fanboy standpoint. If a fanboy brought that up, it's irrelevant already. But from a real gamer intellectual standpoint, yeah, then it would be because obviously the Series X is what 12 teraflops. The Series S is 4.
Right.
You gotta be silly in your mind to not think that would technically hold something back. That's
Facts.
just the facts of life, bro. Come on.
Thank you.
But now we have to go on to game ambition. We have to go on to ingenuity. We have to go on to how unique. What are they trying to accomplish when they make these games? So if it's holding back some sort of concept that is unable to be done because of the Series S, then that would be holding back gaming. But that hasn't been proven outside of the frames. But then again, if we go to the frame thing, we've seen that before. Like go back to Dying Light 2. I own Dying Light 2. Remember they said Dying Light 2, we're having trouble to get it 60 frames on the Series S. Y'all remember that?
God
Okay.
damn, Series S. They should just get rid
I
of it.
said, but listen, hold on though. Remember now, I said that's cap. I said, nah, I ain't gonna say, I don't got nothing against him because I love Dying Light. But I'm like, it's the way y'all trying to pass it off to PlayStation fanboys, that's not what he's saying, right? If there is trouble, it's not because the Series S is weak or incapable. They're gonna reverse that. Watch what I say. A couple weeks later or whatever, or by the next week or whatever, he came out, okay, yeah, we gonna do 60 frames for the Series S and it run pretty fine. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's holding back gameplay, right? And then I would be pissed. But so far, nothing has been proven that the Series S is preventing us from getting to greater heights, but besides the occasional frame struggle. But even that, hell, Halo runs 120 frames per second on the Series S. You see what I'm saying? And that's a game that's constantly in motion.
Yeah,
You're
but
running up to
Halo's
24 people.
Xbox One X.
It's a cross-gen game,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
so it's like, if we're gonna keep it
That's
100
good. No, that's good. That's
let me just say
I
one
respect
more
that.
thing. One more thing. I want y'all to think
I
about
want
this
I
when
want to
you
hear M
respond.
for sure though. I want to hear M for sure on this one too.
Okay, if we're gonna keep it 100, the concept of what is next gen to you, right? Because I want to say this, and when y'all respond, think about all this, because they talking about a PS5 Pro, right? And I'm not trying to shift no blame, no folks, none of this, but think of the PS5 Pro. What would be needed? What are they doing to acquire that kind of power, right? They're going to be doing the exact same type of things they've been doing. So when we go to the Series S, what are they supposedly trying to do that will require you to have to ditch the Series S on a gameplay scale? But y'all go ahead and respond to that.
All right. Well, M, same question for you. Is the Series S holding back gaming?
Let me think about it for a bit. Yes. Yes, it is.
I agree. Why?
Listen, it's quite simply this. When you give people two SKUs, right? One is less powerful than the other. Especially in the case of the Series S, where it is actually the more popular SKU on that side of the fence.
Rune, you're right.
Then it becomes the default by which you have to abide. And so what it does is that, for example, let's just for 1 second take a look at cross-gen games. A lot of people give, kind of like they have an issue with that. But the thing is, cross-gen games are PlayStation 4 games. Like God of War Ragnarok, that's a PlayStation 4 game. Horizon Forbidden West, that's a PlayStation 4 game.
Okay,
All the
facts.
PS5 does
Rune is
is
100%
just
right, Rune.
maximizes
Rune
the
is 100%
design,
right.
the design scope of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing with kind of like what will happen with the Series S. What will happen is that the Series X would just maximize a Series S game. And so you kind of have this kind
Ain't
of
that
like
the truth?
pseudo cross-gen relationship, because a game will never be built on Xbox for the Series X. It just won't.
Boom.
Because
Mic
the
drop.
design
Can I go?
intention from the beginning will always be something that has to be limited by the Series S.
Okay.
That's it.
I like it. Can I
Go
go?
ahead, Doc.
All right. So with your answer, I'm gonna modify it a little bit, and I'm gonna agree with Rune Mamba in the chat. It's holding back the Series X because precisely what you said. I believe that this generation has proved it. A developer is okay releasing a game earlier on the PS5, even though there's no time exclusivity or whatever. And they're saying, now I'm gonna say that they're saying, and obviously we don't know, Beast, if it's true or not, right? But they're saying that it's
Right.
because of the S, right? But that's just what they're saying, right? We don't know if it's true or not, but that's just what they're saying, right? So as of right now, the way I'm looking at it as a gamer, which I should look at it as a gamer, so I agree with you as well, Em. I shouldn't be looking at this as a developer. As a gamer that has purchased the Series X, all I know, all that's public to me is I can't play this game because of the console that I did not purchase. In defense of what Beast is saying, I do see people that probably aren't going to play this game either talking about this. However, for me, it's about the principle. What does this game represent? If this is
Right.
one game that does this, is this going to open up the floodgates, which you spoke about earlier, Em, about opening up the floodgates for more developers to somehow give Sony not even on purpose, time exclusivity, because they need more time to figure out the game to run on the S. Because games are only going to get more difficult, more complex as we go within the generation. We can all agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the consoles are
right.
not, and the consoles aren't going to get stronger, right?
No.
The consoles are what they are.
Right.
So what is going to happen in the future? And I think Microsoft this generation will probably reach a crossroad. Well, they might have to say, okay, maybe parity is not necessary. Sorry, guys, this is what it is. You
Right.
know.
No,
So-
they will not.
Right. So I got a question
That
for
will
y'all,
never
right?
happen.
Wait,
ahead.
before we go there, hold on.
Wait, Jersey, don't you want to answer, Jersey?
Huh?
You don't want to answer that?
Yeah, I'm going to answer that. That's what I'm saying. That's where we're going to go.
Okay. Oh,
Do I believe the Series S? And I don't want to, but I see it. Unfortunately, I do see it because I have a Series S. Now, do I love the console? Yeah, it's a little cool console to start with the entry point of a next gen, quote unquote, this gen experience, right? It's all about experiences.
Mhm.
All the games I play on that I did play are 60. The games I play, State of Decay, Gears, and Halo, I tried, and all that was 60 frames. All right.
okay, that's
I-
fair, Jersey.
now,
I like that.
yeah,
I like
so
that. Okay.
I do have a
Mhm.
2.1 gaming monitor. Unfortunately, I got it sideways. I got like the viewing on the good one and the gaming on the other one. I got a 34 ultra wide, 144 hertz, but it's not a 2.1. It's a 2.0, right? So I'm playing all games at 60 frames, 4K 60 or 1080p 60, whatever. It doesn't have the boosted thing of, that I needed for the 2.1 to play 120. Now I want to ask you guys a question. Side note, why is Gears 5 able to play 120 frames on an Xbox Series X?
On the X?
Yeah, Doc, this is for you because I know you play Gears and stuff like that.
Why is it?
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. It's just the way they made it.
It is,
I mean,
right? But
I
it
just,
is
I just
120
finished,
though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so is Halo. So is
Mhm.
I just finished playing
Okay.
Titanfall. Titanfall's 120 frames.
Now, mind you,
Locked too. Like
what-
locked. It's 120
Yeah.
frames
Now,
locked.
what year did it come out, Gears 5?
That came around near the time that the consoles dropped, didn't it?
Okay.
Pretty sure it did.
Now, that-
Hivebusters did. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah,
was it
yeah.
2019? Was it
Yeah.
2019? Let me see.
2019.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, yeah,
2019 for game.
So all these games came out a little while ago, right?
yeah.
Is
Right.
Halo Infinite playable at 120 on a game monitor or TV that's capable?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes,
this
it
is what
is.
I'm saying is like,
Yeah.
it
That's
can
all I
play.
play
it.
Halo at 120.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can do it. So why does these developers short finger everybody on Xbox? And I'm being serious now. I'm not even talking about all that game sucks or that game. No. What I'm saying is there's some great games on Xbox, right? I'm being truthful here.
Right.
Live stream right now. Joe Game in Jersey saying this. There's some really good games on Xbox. But why are they friggin' saying now, if it is enhanced true, that the Series S is holding this X back? And why aren't they developing games purely for the Xbox Series X owners first? First come, first serve. Yo, we bought the bigger console, developed for this console. Let Microsoft, Phil Spencer, all these engineers again. Why aren't they on these developers' butts?
Because the biggest install base is on the S.
But so what, though?
Well, yeah, but
No,
it's-
hold on. Even if it
Well,
was,
hold on, man. Let me respond, bro. Let me respond.
Yeah, let me
Listen,
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's kind of what you're saying, Doc. But it's
Hmm.
like, let's say, it's kind of like the PS5, right? Most of their success, all of their success, comes from the PS4, right? They didn't want to kind of piss those dudes off, which is why they made Gran Turismo 7, God of War, and everything else backwards compatible. And Ratchet and Clank didn't even sell that good. It is what it is, man. So it's the same thing for Xbox. If you're making a new console, your install base is going to be on that older console, right? So you don't want to leave them out.
YJ,
So,
definitely.
Okay.
it's like you said, I would ultimately, right, developing from the top down, and no parity, everybody will love that. Just like a PC, right? You
Yep.
got a PC, you can play this at max settings. That's what everybody wants. But I feel, and this is just being real. And I want to say this to anybody in them chats, anybody down there, even you, Emmanuel. If you ever want to talk game with me one-on-one, bro, you know me, Beats the Truth on Twitter. We can do that anytime. I don't got to mute none of that, neutral, whatever, right? But if we on the show and we talking, keep it respectful among everybody. And I just want to say that for everybody in the chat. If you think you can win a debate, we can do that anytime. Just hit me up, respectfully. But anyway, back to the point. Ultimately, you will love for it to be, okay, if my Series X can max this game out, just like a PC, give me that version, get an S, whatever version it can have. But with Microsoft wanting to be the
Right.
nice guys, and that is my only issue with them. I feel like they try to play too nice. It is noble and virtuous to want to cater to everybody, right? That's a real life value that you like in good people. So that's why they're not quick to say, okay, we're going to give you this game for the Series X, but not the S, because then you'll be alienating probably a large portion of your fan base. And that's not the mark of a good guy. Microsoft is trying to, well, if we're going to give it to one of y'all, we're going to give it to the rest of y'all. Right. And you're going to feel a little conflicted about that. Me, ultimately, I'm not a selfish dude. I don't mind. But I will ask y'all this, right? If people feel this way, what about Baldur's Gate 3 seems hard to do on the S, given the type of games that's out right now? Because people keep talking about the narrative, but nobody seems to be intellectual enough to dive into it. So if we're gonna go there, let's go there for real, for real.
The split
I
screen is the
defy
hard.
you, Emmanuel, because if you want to,
Yo,
I guess you can go after you, Doc. Because if you want to respond to something so bad with me,
No,
I
he can't.
defy you
He
to
can. He
tell
can
me
go. He
that.
can go. He can go.
What is
yo,
Baldur's Gate 3? What is Baldur's Gate 3 doing that is a challenge to you on the Series S? Name me anything right now. That's the difference between
okay.
me and you, bro. Name me something.
So, I'm gonna ignore your question.
Okay,
And
because you can't answer it. That's what
the
I
reason
thought.
I'm doing that, is because everything that I would say would be hypothetical. Because number one,
Well, because
I'm not a
you
game
can't answer it.
developer
That's all.
in general.
Just be real about it, bro. You can't answer it. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of
But I
fan, and
can't
we
I
just
can't
being real,
answer
right?
I can't answer
Well,
because
listen.
if I
My
say
thing. Listen, I just
anything,
want
I
you to
can't
understand
prove
this,
it.
bro. There's too many. We get caught up on the fanboy narratives, but when a person
What
like me comes
fanboy
and asks,
narratives?
listen, just listen for a minute. And you can respond all you want to. We get too caught up on the fanboy narratives, but when somebody asks you a real sit down question like that, no
Hmm.
fanboy can't answer it because you're fanboys and not gamers. You can't answer
Sure.
things like that.
No, but
Okay.
he hasn't said anything
Yeah,
to
but
towards
Well,
that.
no,
can I?
he said I'm not going to answer that question.
I
No, because he
can
can't.
answer that
He can't.
question.
He said what you said. He can't answer it. He was honest.
There you go.
Yeah,
Prove
he
my
can't
point.
answer it.
Go ahead
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me finish. Number one, like I said, I can't answer
Mhm,
that question because no answer that I give could be substantiated by facts. I
Yeah.
could tell you anything. I could say,
mhm.
oh, the character model, oh, this or oh, that, but it does. I can't prove it to you, and that is again a limitation of my knowledge. So that's why I don't try to talk about things I don't know about. So let me talk about something that I do know about. You said that
Mhm.
Microsoft is trying to be a good guy. Microsoft's not trying to be a good guy. They are a company and they have responsibilities, legal responsibilities included, towards their consumer base. They promised that the Series S will be basically a trimmed down Series X, implying and sometimes outright stating that
No,
every
wait. Oh,
single
that's wrong.
game.
That's wrong. Just let me interject.
See,
That's
you
wrong.
interrupt me.
That's wrong.
You
No, but
interrupt
you've been
Hold
me.
on.
interrupting people the
Let
whole
him
time. I just need to
finish.
check you
Let him
right
finish.
quick, bro.
You go back. You go back. You go back. You go
All
back.
right, then don't
Yeah.
interrupt me again, bro. If you don't
Yeah.
want to be interrupted, real shit. I mean,
No,
my fault, Jerry. My fault. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So, as I was saying, it's not about them being a good guy. And I know that, it must be frustrating, especially from Doc's perspective. Like, hey, I bought the most powerful console. Like, I'm a selfish gamer. I want my gaming
Mhm.
needs to be attended to, you know. But the thing is, again, this is what I was saying before you came on Beast of Truth. When you saw Microsoft release the X and the S from the get go, they
Mhm.
didn't hide it until people had bought the X, and then like later on, 2 years later, they bought out the S, and then suddenly you're like, wait, now you're catering to them? No, they released this two SKU strategy from the get go. The day that you bought the X, Doc, you knew there was an S, right?
I did.
So
Yes.
yeah. Unfortunately, the company again made certain promises and certain assurances to the fan base that they cannot walk back on because I'll give them a class action lawsuit. That would be like if Apple suddenly said, "Hey, you know what? Listen, iPhone 14 can't use iMessage anymore. iPhone 14 Pro, yeah, you guys can have it." You know,
Yeah, I get what you're
it's
saying.
just it's that intrinsic promise that Microsoft's not a good guy. Microsoft's a company. It can't even be a good guy. I hate it when we like anthropomorphize companies. Like they're doing these things because they have a legal responsibility to.
Okay,
So
what legal
this
responsibility is that? That's just a real question to you. What do they
okay
promise?
to keep the marketing promises.
No, what
Just
promise? Give
very
me one.
simply.
Give me
Well,
one
the
promise.
very fact that they said that the Xbox Series S is going
Mhm,
to do everything, they literally said this in that video that you were talking about earlier,
mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Doc.
Yep.
Everything that the X can do,
Yep.
just at a lower resolution.
That's
That was
correct.
literally what they said.
That is correct.
Literally, they said everything. So everything includes the games. Everything includes the features of the games.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything.
Send
If
me
I
send me that
bought the
article you talking
S,
about.
No, it's a video.
it's a video.
Who said that? Who made the video?
The dude, the dude with the
Xbox.
long hair. Yeah,
Xbox.
it was from Xbox.
What the heck is
Is it
his
still up?
name? I forgot his name.
I can't remember his name either.
It's
Somebody in
video
chat,
still
let us
up?
know.
designed the actual console.
No,
the
Xbox
thing
actually
is,
took
it
it
was-
down, but
it was
IGN still has
a-
it.
Yeah, it was a promotional video with multiple people.
Jason
talking, so it wasn't just
Ronald?
like him.
That's his name,
But-
Jason
yeah,
Ronald.
Jason Ronald. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jason
Thanks,
Ronald.
Ron.
So Jason Ronald said again that the S can do everything the X can do,
Yeah, he did.
just at a lower resolution.
He sure did.
So this is why Microsoft is never going to drop that mandate, because they made,
What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. Okay, so they're not a good guy, and neither is Sony either. Like I just don't think any company is a good guy. I just look at companies, I look at what they promise, and sort of what they can be held liable for in court, and then, it's pretty hard to walk that back.
I didn't even think about it from the legal perspective. Oh, my bad. You're breaking up, Beast. You sound like
Yeah,
you're auto tuning.
Let me see. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Oh, you
perfect.
know what? Hold on. My signal.
Pony's trying to
said it's
get you.
good now, right?
Yeah, you good. Pony's trying to get
Yeah,
you.
it is, bro. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
DDoS.
Wait, can you hear me or not? Y'all
Yeah, I
hear me?
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, my fault. Okay, so this is my thing, right? I don't like to talk just to talk, right? That's why when I asked you that question, you couldn't answer, right? In real life, if you do that to somebody, if they're making these claims and these accusations, you prove them wrong, well, there's more penalties for that, right? But it's the internet; people get to say what they want to say. Oh, I don't got to answer. Okay, so let's move forward, right? So when you say that there's legal, I guess implications, then the same thing would have been had for Sony for pretty much saying that this game, and again, it's not about shifting no blame. We just got to keep the same energy. If you're going to tell me, right, how many people you think probably bought a console because of the promise that certain games were only possible because of the SSD? But according to you, in the legal obligations and the possible ramifications for kind of pulling the wool over people's eyes, they will face legal trouble. So by that logic, Sony is about to face some legal trouble for the overselling of the SSD.
Well, I
See what I'm saying?
can actually
And
answer
when I
that.
say Microsoft,
I can answer that.
Okay, but yeah, I got you though. So I don't ever take what I say out of context. I'm gonna do what I love repeating what I said. You don't never gotta do that with me, bro. Just say what you say.
Yeah.
I never said Microsoft are the good guys. I said they're trying to be the good guys. Everything I say to you matters, bro. It's like a wordsmith. They're trying to be the good guys in the eyes of the public, right? They don't want to be the people to do a massive fucking. I keep my fault to do a massive upset and alienate their fan base. They don't want to do that, right? That's why they don't want to leave their older consoles behind. You were wrong about the Series X quote, because you're talking like it's from the top down. If you remember when they was first pitching the next generation of console, and prove me wrong,
Breaking up again. You're breaking up again. Oh, you're breaking up.
Beast, you're breaking up again, bro.
My
There you
fault.
go.
My fault. What about now? You can hear me now?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Do
there
not
you go.
move. Do
Don't
not
move.
move. That's
Okay.
Don't
perfect.
move.
It's just
Don't move, bro.
Yeah.
Stay still.
Go ahead.
Moving around. But listen, right? Wait, you can hear me good, right? My
Yeah,
fault?
you
Yeah,
good.
you
You
good,
good.
you
Go,
good.
go. You good.
Okay, cool, right? So now, facts or not, right? Facts or not. It's not, my name ain't a gimmick, bro. They said we're gonna offer you our next generation console. We're also gonna have a premium edition for those who want more power. True or false?
Yes.
Y'all remember that?
Yes, sure.
That's
You remember
not
that,
what they
right?
said, though.
Yeah, but yeah, sure.
Ah, come
sure.
on, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool,
No,
right?
obviously the
Again,
Series X is the
Hey, I
more
love
powerful
to
one.
bet and take
That was
people money and
good.
change their names.
Yeah,
Y'all know me.
go
But
ahead.
anyway, he ain't trying to do it. But this is what they said. Facts, right?
The Series
So
X is
how
gonna be
can
more
you
powerful.
say?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So how can you say they promise that the X is they promise that the S is gonna do what the X can do when the S was supposed to be the baseline? Matter of fact, the only reason we even have the Series X is because Sony had tried to get cute, right? They're already winning in power during the PS1 and Xbox One era. The next generation of consoles, the S was supposed to be the baseline. But when they made that PS4 Pro, right? And they started the what do you call it? The mid-gen thing, the mid-gen refresh. Sony started that trying to double down on Microsoft, right? Microsoft was like, yeah, we ain't gonna let that slide. So, they came out with a mid-gen refresh. That altered the entire course of gaming history when it comes to these hardcore consoles. So now we go to the Series X and the PS5. Because remember, when they were first talking about this thing, the S was your step into next generation. We got to remember that. The S is far more capable than the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. People forget that, right? If you go look up, I believe Engadget, a couple other sites, you can compare the Series S to the PS4 Pro that the people once claimed was so powerful and capable. The Series S stumps that console. The only thing that the PS4 Pro does, maybe a little better than the Series S, is its attempt at rendering 4K graphics. But
Right.
that's
Okay.
kind of irrelevant if you can't do a consistent 60 frames or your CPU, AI,
What's the
say character
point though, bro? What's
population.
the point though? What's the point,
Right.
bro?
Well, the point is, and what he's saying is he was wrong, right? He made it sound like the Series X was first, and then the S was an afterthought. No, the S was the entry point, and the X was the premium offering. Sony altered that path though, right? They got everybody thinking that, but that's just incorrect. And look, everything I'm saying to you, look it up for yourself.
No, yeah, but
So we gotta stop
you
making
really got
it
to watch that video though, Beast, because in the video they literally said what M just said. They were like, the
right,
Series S is gonna do everything that X can do at a lower
right.
resolution.
So let me ask you
Literally.
one question to that, Doc.
Go ahead.
Is that video up right now?
On
No, they took it down
IGN.
because they can't.
Okay,
IGN has it
okay,
up. IGN has it up. So Xbox hit
right,
it,
okay,
but IGN still has it up
right. So that's what I'm saying, right? Why do they take it? Why would they take it down?
because they
Because they
can't. Because they fucked up. They
or listen,
lied.
right,
They
right,
lied.
right. So listen, hold on. It's two ways to look at that. And again, either way will be correct.
Yeah.
They either lied or they overstepped.
Oh,
He realized
fair
what
enough.
I was
Fair
just
enough.
explaining
Yeah,
to
yeah,
y'all.
yeah. He overstepped.
Like, I wasn't supposed to say that because that's not how it is. They probably got hit up like, bro, that's not what we said. Take that down. See what I'm saying? So if you're a PlayStation fanboy side, you're gonna be like, oh, we caught Microsoft in a lie. If you're a dude like me, right, or again, you're gonna look at it like, hey man, they probably overstepped. So neither one of us know, and that goes back to Emmanuel's point. Like, if we're not in the industry, we're not professionals, but also at the same time, you got eyes.
But
So
what if
one
what
side
if
can't say they're
Sony's
right.
did that with the PS5
Right,
to the
with the
Pro, right?
SSD.
So they said the PS5 could do everything the Pro does. This at a lower resolution. Whoa. No, man. Nah, take it down. So how would you feel then?
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
niggas would be kind of.
I would be like, man, you damn liars. You
So
lied
yeah,
to
if
me.
we, so same
You
same
know?
thing could be said about the SSD though too, right? Because
Right.
people say we take it out of context. People
Dude, the
are saying
SSD is
maybe they
fast. That's
overstep.
it. That to me, it's just faster than the
They lied
PS4
about the
Pro
SSD,
was.
bro.
You
They
know what I
lied,
mean?
man.
Yeah,
It is what it
yeah.
Ain't no biggie. Ain't no thing over there, man. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Great talk.
All right, let me
Look,
ask one more question.
go ahead, man.
Then I gotta head out if you don't mind. But I want everybody to answer this. Okay,
Hmm.
what is the solution, or is Microsoft stuck now because of the S?
You want me to go first? Being who I am and everything, I'm a bot, nigga.
Yeah,
I feel
Beast,
like,
go first. Go ahead.
Beast, you
Pause.
all about, man. You more about than me.
bro, man, listen, man.
Go
Every
ahead, go
time I
ahead, go
quiz
ahead, go
one of
ahead.
these hardcore fanboys, they can never defeat me.
Nah,
bro.
nah, nah.
And
You
we can
good?
play
Hey,
that
hey,
game anytime, homie.
hey,
But
Beast.
anyway,
As long as you shit on my bad. As long as you talk trash about Redfall, you good with me. Cause that Redfall
Yeah,
running
yeah.
at 30 ain't cool.
Listen, man, all you dudes that think I'm a bot, Redfall is a 1X game, bro. I'm not here to prove nothing to you. I'm a gamer, homie. Remember, I came from PlayStation. I just happen to grow with Xbox. It
All
is
right,
what
go
it
ahead.
is. But
Yeah,
when
what do
it
you think?
comes to the Series S, man, if stuck, I don't want to say stuck, right? But I mean, if you're gonna keep it straightforward, I mean, you can't just cut it off at this point.
Damn.
So if you want to call it stuck, you can. For me, I see it as more of a noble thing. And again, people gonna disagree with me. I'm gonna disagree with you. But I feel like I can't say stuck only because you have to show me something that the Series S is tangibly holding back, right? Because the couple games that they said the Series S was holding back was rectified. See what I'm saying?
All right,
Nice.
fair
I
enough.
like that.
What about you, M?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it straight and honest. Yeah, they are stuck with the decisions that they made, and the thing is, Microsoft has absolutely no incentive to make that different for you guys who bought the X. Like, they have none.
Damn,
You're gonna
hurt my soul.
First of all, like I said, and in spite of what Beast Truth was trying to spin, they did say what they said, and that video was up on their channel for over a year. The point is, they had their legal representative on their own video, on their own channel, and also whenever they went and did interviews with other people at the onset of the generation, saying exactly what I said. So, and the second part is, and again, I hate to come back to this because I know you guys don't want to hear about it, the whole strategy. There is nothing that is in Microsoft's playbook right now that aligns with making the X the priority. So
I
to
agree.
think
I
that they
agree
will
with
go
that.
through the whole legal headache through the whole consumer-facing headache, the PR nightmare of allowing any developer, including their own, because Halo Infinite Couch Co-op is not available on the X exclusively, right? So if they're not going to let their own first party do that, they sure as hell are not going to let a third party do that. And yeah, so they're absolutely stuck with the S, and this is going to happen more. You are going to see more third party developers choose to forego the Xbox platform because they don't want to deal with the headache of the S or deal with the lesser install base, including the fact that the install base has been conditioned to wait for things to go on Game Pass. You just have three things there that is extremely unattractive to a developer.
Whoa,
And
leave Game
so
Pass alone.
this will
Leave Game
happen.
Pass alone. Don't do that. You were doing fine.
Game Pass
You
is
were
a
doing
great
fine.
service.
You were doing
Game
fine.
Pass,
So you
Game
gotta
Pass.
get a little bit of
Game
quick
Pass is
packing
a
up in
great
there.
service. It's lesser than
Beast, why he do that
Plus,
to me? Why
but
you gotta
it's a
talk about
great,
Game
it's a great
Pass?
service. It's a
Good.
great
Thank you.
service.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Besides, it
It's
wasn't an
a
attack on
best
Game
service, bro. Don't
Pass. It
say great.
wasn't
It's
an
the
attack
best.
on Game Pass. The thing is, I think Game Pass is fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
really,
Thank
really
you.
do.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
It's a
Appreciate that.
fantastic service.
Thank you.
I don't agree with the day and date promise, but it doesn't matter if I agree with it, they're still doing it. Right?
Yeah.
So the point
Starfield.
is, hey, listen, that garbage is gonna be great. So
Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
that messed my head up. That messed my.
Wow.
It's funny, man.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
man.
funny. That was good. That was good.
You
Y'all
said
gotta give him
garbage.
that. That was good. That was funny.
Hey,
Yeah.
boy.
Go ahead.
All right.
That's funny.
So listen, they're stuck with it, and you guys just prepare to see this play out over and over again. But go ahead.
Okay. All right.
All
Can I
right,
go
Doc,
now,
go ahead,
Jers? All right. So they're not right now. There's two SKUs for the Xbox Series S. There's the 1 terabyte one, right, and then there's the regular 500 gigabyte one. I agree that you both pretty much said it. They're too far deep. They can't abandon the S, and they're not going to abandon the S, and they are going to keep the parity and everything. My only hope, and I know it's going to be unpopular, is that Microsoft continues to acquire and buy things so that we don't have situations like this where a full game is not coming to us. So I know that's going to be unpopular. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Them acquiring studios, right, doesn't solve this issue because their own first party hasn't solved this issue.
No, but there's no game that
Yo,
we're missing.
YJ's a fool.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
if
Emmanuel, real talk, bro. Real talk. Let me ask you something. Do you honestly? And I don't mean to cut you off, Doc. I just want. Matter of fact, let Doc finish. And I'll ask you.
Yeah. Let me finish. So I do think they're stuck. And stuck is a harsh word, but that's the question that I asked. And again, there's no one. I'm looking at the chat. There's no one that can prove this wrong except for Microsoft. If Microsoft somehow, who knows, maybe with Hellblade, it comes out and it's like crazy good on the X. That it's like you definitely want to play it on the X instead of playing it on the S. You know, something like that. Then okay. But as of right now, I don't feel. What do you mean?
Do you
Hellblade?
think that's all related to the S?
What is Hellblade?
Yeah, not coming out. They announced it before the consoles.
Well, no,
Hey,
but
man,
you cut me off again, Emmanuel. Goddamn, you cut me off again, Emmanuel.
Hey,
Damn.
that's why I be the way I be,
Hey,
bro.
dude,
That's two. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't say that, Emmanuel. I'm not saying that it's because of the yes. I mean, it's because
No, I'm
of.
saying that.
You're saying it's because of the yes.
I'm saying that.
Oh, okay. I mean, and it could be. But regardless, God damn, you made me lose my train of thought. But for me, it's just, I think it is going to be not holding back. I think they are stuck with it because they're probably not even looking at it as being stuck. This is probably what they want, you know? They want that fan base to grow even more on the series S, you know? So it's okay. It is what it is. Now, I just got to know if Microsoft was to drop a Xbox Series X Pro for this generation, it would be very dumb for anybody to go out there and purchase it, knowing that the S is there. The next move from this point on, if you are an Xbox fan,
I have to buy it.
it is the next move for an Xbox fan. If you are a true Xbox fan, next generation is to just go the PC route. It truly is.
Nah, man. What you talking about, man?
So that's why I'm gonna end it right there.
Man? Hey, that's funny though. But Hey,
Jersey
you
got to
going?
finish. Yeah, Jersey got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go. Then I'm gonna I gotta shut this down, guys. It's been almost 2 hours. I didn't want to leave Doc. I know he has to go. He said 1.5 hours, but he's came along. Everybody give him a clap in the chat.
I think this was good.
It was good. It was real good.
Yeah.
You guys cursed a little bit, but it's fine. You know what I mean? It's not like gonna kill the algorithm. I'm like, yo, we ain't
Yeah.
sponsoring you, buddy. You cursed too damn much.
I cursed too, though, dude, so that's my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. But anyway, yeah. Listen, real quick side note. I'm definitely gonna be doing like more of these live streams. If anybody wants to come on in, let me know. Tweet or message me on Twitter, or whatever. Let me know, man. We're gonna be doing a lot more of these. Shout out to True, YJ, FCAC, Crow, Cowboy, everybody else who came in the chat. Manuel, Beast, thank you guys, and Doc especially, thank you. But my final thought about the Series S moving forward, is it holding it back? I believe it is a little bit. It's unfortunate again for the Series X owners to be like, hey, we're stuck over here. What are you doing for me, Xbox guys? What are we doing? As far as the PS5 Pro, I know this wasn't the topic really. I am going to get a PS5 Pro because it's going to be a better version of my PlayStation. That's the bottom line. Anything better of that version, I'm going to get. You got a better version of iPhone, better version of Android, you're going to get it, right? So it is what it is. But unfortunately, new games coming out for 30 frames. It's just not good. It's not a good look. I'm sorry to say, even for developers, this is not a good look. If PlayStation was doing the same thing, I would say the same thing. It's not a good look. Whatever. I'm not even gonna play to 60 frames. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But that's why I got a PC, because I'm not being restricted. I'm not gonna restrict myself to 30 frames anymore. Is 30 frames bad? No, absolutely not. I mean, if you want to play those games, play them, enjoy them that way. But I'm moving forward with 60 frames. It's unfortunate that if the Series S is holding back the X, that's, I don't know, man. You guys gotta, I don't know, just go to PC.
What do you mean by if? What do you mean by it's holding it back a little bit? It's holding it back a lot.
Is it though? No, definitely not a lot. Hold on, no, I gotta stop that. I gotta stop, because it's not holding it back a lot. Because if it was, every game would be 30 frames.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Right. Not a lot. We can't say a lot.
Emmanuel, let me say this to you, bro, because you seem to love. Listen, you seem to love to debate. But now listen, because you've been in there the whole time. I'm trying to be real with you, right? Like, this is real. You seem to love to debate, right, and interrupt people. So I'm offering you, right? I feel like there's no way you don't know who I am, bro. You capping.
Wait, Beast, hold on. One thought, Beast. Hold on 1 second. And do you have a PC?
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you on a PC right now.
All right, nice. What card you running?
It's nothing great, to be honest.
Nothing good.
You got a potato, worse than the Series S.
I have RTX 3070. It's not great. 2 years ago it was really nice. Now it's just, it's coming to, you know what I'm saying? It's seeing its age.
Wait, what's not good? Oh, what?
He's talking about my
The
PC.
PC. I asked if you had a PC. Now, do you have a Series S?
No, why would I have an Xbox?
You're a fanboy.
Hold on. Wait. Are we the only ones in here that have all the consoles?
Me and Doc, yeah.
I got a PS5. I got a PS5.
I got PS5. I got a Series S.
I grew up on PlayStation. Every time I quiz a so-called PlayStation fan about PlayStation, they fail the test.
Wait, hold on. Beast, you got a PS5?
No, I do not. There's no reason to buy it.
Oh,
but
okay.
I do got people with play. Listen.
Okay.
Listen,
so it's even. Okay.
You got two guys with two consoles, 2 guys with one. That's great, bro.
Emmanuel, I got you. My pop's hardcore PlayStation dude. Hardcore. Go to his house. He got PS3, PS4, all that, right? There's no reason for me to buy one. Literally, remember, I grew up on PlayStation, right? So I can never be a fanboy. I just remember where PlayStation came from. That's why I say that I can say the things I say because I'm an actual gamer. For me, just to put it to you, bro, because you say you don't know me, the reason I don't have a PlayStation now because all the things that made PlayStation unique are now multi-plat, right? Or most of them anyway.
I don't care why you don't have a PlayStation.
But again, right? Because I feel like you like to debate. That's all I was saying to you. So anytime, bro, you trying to get checked, you ain't scared, nigga. Reach out to me on Twitter. Beast the Truth. That's my name. You know who I am.
Well, Beast, I expect a space tomorrow on this topic.
Nah,
don't do that
Sunday,
to me.
I don't really do that on Sunday because that's God's day, man.
That's
but
okay.
if my man Emmanuel, bro, because you seem like interrupting people, I'm respectful dude. If you trying to debate and you think you that smart, we can set that up easy, bro.
Me more than I interrupt.
Nah, I never.
We interrupted. We all interrupted each other. The most respectful person on the podcast.
I just want to make it clear. Anytime, if you think you that smart, bro, we can do this anytime. So whenever you ready, hit me up.
And
whenever you ready, hit me up, bro. That's all I'm saying to you. Nah, you couldn't even answer my question, bro. Like, so don't do
Your
that.
question,
But anyway,
was open ended, and even if I tried, you would
nah,
just come
nah,
back
nah.
with
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
welcome to
Let's
the
let Jerz close the
one-on-one with Jerz. Yeah,
yeah.
Jerz, close
Let
this shit
Jerz
out.
close the show, man.
God
Let me
damn,
know, man.
Jerz,
Me-
close
me
I
this
out,
knew
shit
me-
this
out,
me
was
leaving
gonna
man.
out
happen.
too, bro.
I knew
All
this
right,
was gonna
all right, all
happen
right.
though.
Listen,
I had a
space,
feeling it was gonna
space,
happen
space.
though.
Respectfully,
Nah,
let
Jerz,
me say
we
this
good, bro.
respectfully.
It ain't nothing bad. I'm just saying the bro wanted to debate. I'm open for that. He seemed to be scared. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's it.
literally have not been speaking to you, and you keep
Ah,
just
come on,
Emmanuel's
man.
very
interrupting, making it
passive
about
aggressive.
yourself.
He's very passive
He
aggressive.
is. He is.
How am I
That man
passive
interrupted
Oh
me. That man
yeah,
aggressive?
interrupted me like
you
10
know
times.
you know what you're
hold on,
doing.
hold on, hold on.
You know what you're
I'll
doing.
let you guys actually disrespect
Oh
me.
You know what
my
you're doing.
God.
Okay,
This
hold
is
on,
great.
Listen,
hold on.
rewind,
we gonna
rewind
talk
the show,
about
y'all.
this?
Rewind the show, and you'll see this dude interrupting everybody.
Are
Come
we
on,
talking
man.
about this?
I'm
Because
you know
the thing
what?
is, I was
I'm gonna
talking to
make a
Dom,
what is that called?
Say again?
and I
Montage.
was
I'm gonna
talking
make a
to Jersey,
montage of
and he
Emmanuel and
interrupts.
everybody, like interfering. Watch.
Go
Right.
make a montage. Go ahead and do
No,
that. But the
I
I'm
know,
just
point
I
saying,
know,
is
man. If
I
this.
you
know. I
ain't scared,
interrupted
bro,
as well,
hit
so
me
it
up.
is what it is. I know
But
I
the point
interrupted
is
as well.
this, Beast. I'm not gonna reach out to you.
I
You're
don't
not
think M
gonna
was
do
being
Yeah,
anything.
disrespectful. I think we
Nah,
were
nah,
all
nah.
being
man.
You're
passionate.
I
not
think this
Come
is
on,
gonna
man.
funny
because
though.
you
Move on.
ask
Don't even say
stupid
nothing to me, then.
questions
Don't even say nothing
that
to me,
do
then, bro.
not
You can't even
that are
tell
not
me.
capable of being proven.
Well, I
And you
asked you.
keep talking
Listen, I
about
asked you a
your
simple
dad and
question.
your
I just
family.
said.
Who the fuck cares
Oh,
about
whoa,
I
you?
just
All
asked
right,
you.
we're
whoa.
Listen,
done. We're
listen,
done.
listen,
We're
listen,
done. We're
Yo, who
done. Chill.
listen.
cares?
Listen. He's
That's
scared
it.
of me,
That's
man.
it.
All
That's
right.
it. We done. We done.
All right,
We
listen,
done.
man.
We
You
done.
can't
We
curse
done.
like that. Don't bring up nothing personal. If B said it, I didn't hear him. Beast, you know what I mean? You gotta be real. Don't get personal. This is not that channel. This is not a Twitter space,
Yeah.
guys. This is about a stream
Yeah.
about the Series S with the Series X matchup.
Hey, when you put this video up, just cut up the last 10 minutes. I don't know what the hell happened. We were doing so good.
We were doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah,
We're doing
yeah,
Yeah, I
real
ain't hear
good.
nothing.
But all right, I gotta head out. Beast, always a pleasure talking to you, brother. I do hop in those spaces from time to time when I can.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep doing your thing, bro.
Wait, can y'all hear me? Or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I'm
shit.
out, Jers.
All right.
My
Thanks,
fault.
Doc, for coming on, man.
All right, Doc.
I'm gonna close up
No,
soon.
hey, I ain't even hear what bro said. I ain't even hear what bro said. Like, I just heard something about family or whatever.
Yeah,
He
because
just
he
disappeared.
said the F word, man. I had to kick him. I'm sorry, dude. You can come back on
Yeah.
some other time, but you cannot curse on my channel, man. I'm not gonna have it. Not gonna stand
Yeah,
for
man,
it. This
hey,
is not a
see-
Twitter space. This is not like
Yeah,
an
man,
F
you know
bomb
what's
channel.
crazy, though? And George, you know what's crazy? I don't want to hold you up, but this is why I even try to talk to bro respectfully. And like y'all said, you go back and watch the video, bro. You'll see how many times bro interrupted. But it's like, I'm down for these real conversations, but a lot of dudes get in their feelings too much. And that's why I only respect dudes like
Yeah, you're
y'all.
right, Beast. I
Like-
gotta say, man, the N word. You know what I mean? The N words too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my fault.
I like, cause I know, man. It's just like, cause I'm a curse guy too. Outside of this, I do curse a lot at work, so sometimes I gotta.
Yeah.
That's why, I slow down with my talking, because I will curse, so that's why I'm just trying to slow it down. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Yeah,
hold
man.
on, the viewers, guys, I'm sorry about the curse bombs. You know what I mean? It's just we're grown men. You know what I mean? Sometimes we
Right,
curse.
right.
It's just real life. It's just how people talk. It is what it is. I do apologize though. But go ahead, Beast.
Yeah, for sure. No, all I was saying is I never disrespect nobody unless they disrespect me. Like, I ain't hear what bro said. He said something about a family. I got a family, but I'm about to go eat dinner as we closing this out. It's just that I feel like a lot of these dudes, and he know who I am. There's no way you on Twitter you know who I am. Come on, dog. But I do feel like a lot of these dudes look for things like this. They look like you told bro not to come on here in console war, and that's what he did. I was just trying. Everything I said was the truth. I asked bro if name me one thing that Baldur's Gate 3 is doing that seems impossible for the Series X to do, and he couldn't do that. Like, that's crazy. When you're debating somebody, you can't say I don't want to answer your question and move on, and then you lost the debate once you do that. That's all I'm saying. So him, anybody in the chat, if y'all ever want to talk to me, bro, if you think I'm a mute you, I will mute you if you're disrespectful, like George just did. But we can always do a neutral space conversation, and we can always debate. It's just you got to take your feelings. I got you. You just got to take your feelings out of this stuff, man. These video games, it's never that serious to disrespect nobody first. Like if you disrespect me, bro, I'm gonna disrespect you back. But take all the disrespect out of gaming. This is a hobby that's supposed to bring people together, right? If you disagree with Xbox and PlayStation, it is what it is. But you should never. It's not. That's not your girl, your mama, nothing. So if I talk about your console, don't get personal with me because you're not gonna like how I respond.
Yeah.
And that's any grown man.
But check it.
That's all.
I just want to ask True. Yo, True, you want to come on sometime, man? I mean, you can talk about PlayStation stuff moving forward. Because I do want to talk about some PlayStation stuff with some other people.
Yeah. Hey, Jers, anytime you're doing these, bro, if you want, me to come up on here, just hit me up. Let me know.
Yeah, I got you, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all about to get ready to go eat anyway.
Yeah,
man.
go
Much
ahead, man.
love,
Do your
brother.
thing, man.
I like this.
Oh yeah.
This was nice.
All
right, homie. Deuces.
All right, guys, that was it. But hey, man, again, people have different opinions, passions, dedications. It is what it is. It's their mindset, not mine. I want to thank you all for coming on in. I know it was a little hectic. Manny wasn't personal. It's just that, I just, I yelled at Doc. I yelled at Beast. Not yell, but you know what I mean. I don't like nobody cursing on my channel. I know it's hard again for grown men to hold it back. When you heat of the moment, words come out. I do apologize for that, guys. I really do. It kind of went the other way. It was supposed to be just me and Doc talking about the Series S with the Series X and just say what's going on with it, because I was out in the loop with it. I was working and I wasn't aware of the situations going on. So he brought it to my light. I said, yo, let's do a show. Let's talk about it, because I'm interested, because I have a Series S. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, wait, hold on now. Why are they holding this back for this reason or that reason? Nothing should be held back for any reason. Okay? It shouldn't, because these consoles are power enough to do so. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. You know what I mean? Next time it'll be a little bit less heated, if you will. I promise you that. But thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay chill and happy gaming.